captains for tonight's contest. First for Riverside, number 1.
Okay, welcome
live
to
from Loudon Valley High School in Purcellville. This is Nolan Potts, my partner Rod Odgren for StatStream. We bring you local streaming to the next level with real-time statistics and graphics. Check out our website at statstream.biz. Tonight our featured matchup is the football game between the visiting Riverside Rams and the home Loudon Valley Vikings.
Well, welcome to the booth.
Oh, thank you.
Get a new announcer tonight. Mr. Russatella, the famous Bill Russatella, is on the road down to visit his daughter in college down in Williamsburg. Apparently she didn't get evacuated, which was good. So I'm here with, we're partnering with Loco Sports this evening for the first of hopefully many games of the week, or game of the weeks, however you want to say it. As the captains are about ready to take the field. The Vikes are in their gold jerseys with green lettering and green pants. They have new helmets this year, the more of a glittery gold with the gold stripe and the golden V. So a bit different from the matte dark green they've had in the past few years. Riverside in their white jerseys, gray pants, blue helmets with the red stripes. And of course, Valley decided that tonight would be a good night to do red, white, and blue theme. It's a bit ironic since they now match Riverside's colors.
And the funny thing is you've got some Riverside fans. They have a neon out across from us, and some of them are wearing the colors that look like Valley's uniforms.
This is true. There you can see the Riverside student section. I think they're called the Rampage?
I believe it's the Rampage.
Yes. So they're decked out in neon. Valley's, which we might be able to show you here, is over here. There they are. They're red, white, and blue.
Very patriotic.
That's right. That's right. Thankfully, the weather's holding out for us. No effects of Hurricane Dorian up this way at any rate. As we get ready to get started.
Looks like the captains for the Vikings tonight, number 17, Matt Hessler. Number 6, Antoine Stokes. 75. That will be Rico Arciaga. And number 55. If I can find him here, Tommy Gardner.
Yeah, quite a few names on the roster. You might have a better version. You got double-sided. All right, if your eyes are good, that's got it on both. It's got both. Okay, Vikes will receive. So last week, the Vikes lost to their crosstown rivals, the Woodgrove Wolverines, 20-0, and Riverside defeated Heritage 6-0. I believe you were at the Heritage game, correct?
I was at the Heritage game. Yeah, a lot of good defense being played.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I guess you said they scored early and that was it.
Yeah, first score of the game about 4 or 5 minutes in, and then nothing the rest of the way for either team.
Well, if you like defense, it was a good game. Kind of like last night's NFL game, I suppose. Went up 10-3. All right.
Zach Bowers looks like he's back to kick for Riverside to start this game. Back deep for the Vikings. Looks like Matt Hessler. And 34, Will Dang.
Yeah, Dang wound up being the main running back last week. It's Andrew Corkery who's expected. There we go. Fielded at the 15.
That's number 5 on the good return there. That's Andrew Corkery, and he's going to bring it all the way out to the 39-yard line.
All right, there you go. Nice return to start things off. Yeah, we're expecting a good matchup tonight. These two have really, the last couple of years, have had really close games.
Senior quarterback Caleb Smith, the lefty, leads the Vikings out onto the field. They set up in an I formation.
Kind of unusual to see the Vikes in an I formation.
First snap going to be a handoff. That's Will Dang up the middle. And he meets a host of Rams at about the 42-yard line.
Number 34, Will Dang with the carry. Gain of 2 yards. It'll be second down and 8 for the Vikings at the home 42.
Riverside's defense last week very stout against Heritage. That game had a lot of punts. I was at that game. There was a ton of punts.
Yeah, you said they're like 19 or something.
Yeah, 19 punts, I believe, for the entire game. So
that's crazy. Whoops, I forgot to start the clock.
Pistol set for the Vikings here. Smith takes a snap. He'll hand it to Dang. Dang up the middle. Cuts it outside. He's got room.
Go, baby.
Down the sideline. He's not going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Vikes.
68 yards for Will Dang.
And that's the Vikings' first touchdown of the season.
I'll say, after Valley gets shut out last week, they score in the first minute here. 6-0 Vikings.
58 yards. Whoops. Or 458, as I just wrote down. That won't work.
58 yards. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No. I wrote 458. I'll give him the entire season's worth of yards. There you go. 58 yards and a touchdown. As the Vikings trying this odd formation.
Van Zant on for the extra point. He didn't get to kick it all last week because the Vikings never found the end zone.
No, he didn't. Well, they lined up for a field goal, and
Van Zant kick up, and that's right down the middle.
Through the middle. Well,
quick start for the Vikings, 7-0 here. 11:03 still left in the first quarter. They take the second play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone.
And just to see if we'll get you that replay. Unfortunately, I caught myself unprepared, so give me a minute, and we should be able to show that replay probably right after the kickoff.
While we got a second here, we're going to take some time to thank some of our sponsors. You'll see them across the bottom of your broadcast tonight. StatStream, obviously. First Team Sports, Velocity Wings, Valley Energy, Mannix HVAC, Lydia Clark Realty, Purcellville Pub, Loudon Valley Floors, Kathy Hessler Homes, Voice Sports, and, of course, who we're partnering with tonight, Loco Sports.
Of course. Very happy to be partners. Yeah. Very happy to partner up with you guys tonight.
Hopefully everything on the Loco Sports website up and running right now. Nobody having any issues with that?
Yeah, I know Owen checked it earlier, and I checked ours, so it looked pretty good. So far, so good. This game's also being shown at Velocity Wings and at the Purcellville Pub right here in town.
Jack Selman and Xavier Johnson are back deep for the Rams here with Van Zant getting ready to kick off.
Ready to receive Nick Van Zant's kickoff.
Van Zant with a good leg. See how far back he can get this one.
He was kicking most of them in the end zone last year. He only had a couple of kickoffs last week, obviously. Actually just the one.
Deep kick. Johnson's going to receive it at about the 7-yard line. Takes it to the right. He's got room. He's got a running lane. He's going to be shoved out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Evan Davis pushed him out, but it gives Riverside some great field position as senior quarterback A.J. Darr will lead them onto the field for their first drive. Darr last week against Heritage got off to a good start. He found Jack Selman, senior receiver, for a touchdown early on, but he ended up going 10 for 23 for 137 yards for the Rams as they were only able to muster the one touchdown against Heritage, who played a great defensive game. Shotgun set for the Rams as Darr will take the snap, back to pass to his right, and it's caught at about the 45-yard line. That's number 15, Nick Callis, sophomore receiver for the Rams. Ball spotted at the 44-yard line. So you have 2nd and 6 coming up for Riverside. Riverside moved up to 5A this year, no longer a Region 4C opponent with the Vikings.
Yeah, and that was expected. I mean, obviously it's a big school, and it's only their 4th year, I think.
Yes.
So
Darr back to pass again, looking, and he's got Callis again. Callis catches at the 46-yard line before he's brought down.
Looked like the exact same pattern.
Same pattern. Same spot. Short gain on the play. It's going to set up about a 3rd and 4 for the Rams.
Gain of 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Rams at their home 46.
I'd say incomplete. I don't know.
Another shotgun set for the Rams. 3 receivers on the left side closest to us. Darr back to pass. He's looking that way. What do you know? Callis again. He's going to cut it up, and he's going to get a first down up to about the 47-yard line. So it appears, game plan looks like to get the ball to 15.
Yep.
It's gone to him 3 straight 3 straight throws.
Yeah, keep doing it until they stop it.
That's right.
Valley.
Loudon Valley defense did a good job last week against the defending state champion Wolverines.
Yeah, they really did hold up pretty well. It's interesting, Wolverines didn't throw this much. Riverside coming out and just working through the air exclusively so far.
Trips on the right, they switched it up. Furthest away from us. Dar going to keep it himself after a fake, and he's going to get up to about the 45-yard line. Number 42, Dayton Fairchild, the senior, 6 foot, 220-pound defensive end in on the tackle for the Vikings. Second and 8 for the Rams, waiting to break their huddle.
We try to find the rhythm in our booth, too. Looks like we lost our spotter for the evening. It's usually Sam's spotter had to go to
get
dinner.
That dinner. Get some Chick-fil-A from downstairs. Shotgun set again for the Rams. Got a man in motion. Dar looking. Going to have to scramble. He's going to be sacked.
Got him.
71.
Cooper Tennell.
Connor Tennell on the sack. There's a flag on the play. And it's going to be holding on the Rams as Dar tried to get out of the pocket, and one of the linemen just had to grab Tennell before he was able to tackle him.
So they're going to decline this? Are they going to
decline and make it about 3rd and 13?
Yeah, it's really just the down.
They are going to decline it.
Okay.
Yes, they are. So the result of the play stands. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Rams here. They're now back at their own 45-yard line as they were in Viking territory previously.
Yeah, 10-yard loss on that.
So Tennell gets credit with the sack. He had 7 tackles last week against Woodgrove, the big fella.
Yes, he did. He's definitely one of the defensive center. We've got some good defensive linemen between him and Cam Miller. He's only a sophomore, number 54 down there.
I formation for the Rams on 3rd and long. They're going to hand it off to Johnson. Johnson's going to be met by a swarm of Vikings. Looks like Tennell is on the bottom of that pile, made the initial contact. And it's going to set up 4th and long for the Rams, and they're going to have to bring out the punt unit. Number 18 is going to be back to punt. That would be Carter Ash, who had a lot of action last Friday night when they played Heritage.
Sounds like he had 9 or 10 punts at least.
Back deep for the Rams. That's number 5. That's Andrew Corkery.
Yeah, Corkery, as I started to say at the beginning, had some cramping issues last week, so he didn't play a whole bunch. So they're hoping to get him in more.
Good kick. Fair caught it. It looked like he fair caught it at the 15, and they're going to throw a flag.
Yeah, that was clearly a fair catch.
He's going to get 21 yards on the return, but he did signal for a fair catch before he caught it, and the Rams kind of just froze when they saw that. So that's going to be a penalty against the Vikings. That's going to set them back a little bit here as they start their next possession.
Number 18, Carter Ash with the kick.
What did you call that, an unsportsmanlike conduct?
I have no
idea.
I'm not sure what I just wrote illegal fair catch.
Yeah.
No idea what that is. Oh, what is that?
I don't think. We'll see.
I don't think that was the actual
They
call.
are calling an illegal block in the back, but either way, regardless,
call, yeah.
the Vikings are going to be back at their about the 10.5-yard line, it looks like.
Right, so 11.
It's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Vikings will have it 1st and 10, just inside their 11-yard line.
The Vikings can't ask for a better start of the game than that.
What do we got here? Oh, it's first down.
Smith back in the pistol. He's got Dang behind him. Oh, somebody jumped. 71 from one side jumped. Whether it's Valley or Riverside, the refs are going to have to sort that out. It looks like it's going to be a false start against the Vikings. It's going to push them back. Should take them half the distance back. Now they're going to be outside their own 5-yard line.
5-yard penalty moves the ball back to the 6, where it's 1st and 15 now for the Vikings.
Pistol formation again as Dang's actually got his feet in the end zone. They're pinned back deep. Smith's going to hand it off to Dang, and he's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage. That's number 8 for the Rams. Sean Mundy, the senior, came up and made the tackle. Looks like it got right back to the original line of scrimmage. Make the 2nd and 15 for Loudon Valley.
Yeah, not the position you want to start. 2nd and 15 deep in your own end.
No, you're going to get
Really
a little breathing room here.
Yeah. You really like to get 5 yards out of this play.
If anything, even if you have to punt, you want to get out of the shadows of the end zone there.
Exactly.
Now the student section's going back and forth at each other already. Still 6.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, and the student sections are already going back and forth.
That's a great turnout for the student section of
Absolutely.
Riverside.
Smith back to throw. He's going to look, and it's going to be caught. And he's going to get a first down. Number 13, Shane Washko, the senior.
It's good to see Shane getting going. He kind of struggled last week.
Absolutely.
At 23.
Look like they're going to take him about to the 22-yard line.
22, 16.
And that'll be a first down for the Vikings.
And a 16-yard gain for Shane.
Number 6, Jack Silman with the tackle for the Rams.
609.
Smith behind center. He'll take the snap. Be a handoff. Up the middle. Looks like Corkery on the carry. He's going to get up to the 25-yard line.
3 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Vikings.
Here the Vikings, you've got everything going right now. You get a stop on defense. You get a long touchdown run to start the game, and they're moving the ball through the air as well.
And they got the ball out of the shadow of their end zone. That
Absolutely.
last tackle was Sam Adams. No relation to the Brewer, I'm sure, but good name anyway.
If it was, he'd be have a little money to his name these days. I formation for the Vikings. Smith will take it. He's going to fake a handoff, rolls left, throws, caught by Washko, and he's going to be very close to a first down. Depends on whether the referee spot it. Looks like he might be about a half-yard shy.
Tackle just shy of the 32-yard line.
All right.
They're going to call for an official's no, they're going to give him first down. The chains will move.
No, they're calling time now. And they're moving chains. You're right.
Chains are moving. Washko's second catch of the drive results in another first down for the Vikings.
First down on the Havoc, 1st and 10 at number 32. Number 1, Jack Broad.
Put it in comparison, Loudon Valley only threw for 46 yards last week. They're 7 for 20.
Yeah,
they've already got about that, it feels like, here in the first quarter tonight.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. We'll show you some stats up here. We'll get some stats rolling up here.
There it is.
Just a second. Hang on a minute.
On the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8 at
Get
number
Corkery's
4.
carry here. And I'll show you some stats.
Number 10, Will Butts with the tackle for Riverside.
It's gorgeous night for football. Not too hot. A little cloud cover here. Good turnout. It's a great September evening for a high school football game.
Beautiful out. All right, there we go.
There it is. There's Smith and A.J. Darr's stats right there.
Only 24 yards this far.
And it looks like Riverside may have jumped there as Smith changed the snap count. And it looks like the center from number 55 got knocked over, actually, by one of the Riverside linemen. An encroachment is the call against the Rams. That'll be a 5-yard penalty and make it 2nd and 3 for Loudon Valley. Leading receiver last week for Loudon Valley looked like it was Steven Kalavokis. 4 catches, 18 yards. Washko's already got 24 yards here on 2 catches. So.
Yeah, and Kalavokis will get involved too, I'm sure. So it's going to be 2nd and 3.
Vikings have to get to the 42 for a first down. Smith back to throw, looking right, going to go deep. And it's going to be a little overthrown as he was looking for
Speaking of Kalavokis, there he
Kalavokis. Johnny on the spot.
Yeah, that's right. The announcer's jinx or predictor or whatever you call it. I have to tell you, last week we had one of those. We hadn't called Shane Washko all game, and I said something about it. And they made a nice pass to number 11, and we thought it was Shane. So we start talking about Shane, realizing later, oh, that wasn't him.
C.J. Harris, Jack Broad back in the coverage for Riverside. Jack Broad had 2 interceptions last week, 2 big interceptions for the Rams in their win over Heritage. 3rd and 3 for the Vikings. Handoff going to go to Dang. Makes a move, and he is going to be close to a first down.
Awful close. Yeah, they gave it. Look at the far ref. Gave it to him.
They're going to give it.
Well, the far ref marked it well beyond the marker.
First down, Vikings. They continue to eat up clock here.
38. Oh, I missed the extra point. Thank you. I missed the extra point.
Zach Bowers. And number 16.
Clock continues to tick here
King
at Leonard Stadium.
with the tackle.
There you go. Corrected.
Correct score. There it is.
Yeah, I forgot to write down the extra point.
Vikings up to, it looks like the 43-yard line here. Dang behind Smith in the backfield. Smith going to hand it off to Dang. Dang up the middle. Makes a guy miss. Evades a couple tacklers before he's going to be brought down at about
Nice run.
the 46 of Riverside as he crossed over the 50.
Finally brought down at Riverside's 46-yard line. Good for another Viking first down.
Ball be-
16 yards on that one.
Yeah, the Loudon Valley offensive line doing a great job creating some holes, and Dang doing his job, making some guys miss.
Number 1, Jack Broad, led the tackling for the Rams.
Quick offense here for Vikings. They're handed off the middle to Dang again, and this time he's going to be met. Looks like number 71,
Who's on the bottom there?
Jared Bowman, and number 4,
Will Dang with the carry.
Joey Weiss.
No gain on the play. Slight loss. It'll be second down. And
are in on the tackle for the Rams. Ball really didn't move. 2nd and 10 from the 46. 87 total yards already for the Vikings. They had 106 offensive yards Friday night last week against Woodgrove. I formation again with a big fullback in front of Dang. Smith will take it. Fakes the handoff. Looking. Going deep. Got a man. Calavocas. It was tipped away by C.J. Harris at the last second. That's a great
nice
defensive
defense.
play. But there's also a flag down at about midfield.
Yep.
And it's ineligible man downfield for the Vikings.
Preliminary call is ineligible receiver downfield for loud.
So typically when that happens, one of the linemen just decided they were going to get a little too far deep.
Yeah, usually you see that more in screen passes, but then bit unusual. Maybe you thought it was a running play.
It's possible. Great throw from Smith. C.J. Harris at the last second. Not that it would have counted because of the penalty, but Calavocas had him beat, and he made a great play to reach his arm out and knock it down.
Declined. Penalty got declined. What number was the defender?
Number 12.
12, thank you.
C.J. Harris, a sophomore.
Oop, get
Good play
camera
for a
back on
sophomore.
the actual game here.
Smith going to take it, going to roll left, looking, throws, and it's going to be.
Oh, that would have been a heck of
They're
a
going to
catch.
say he caught it.
He caught it.
What a
Wow,
catch by
nice
Calavocas.
catch. That was beautiful.
All the way out to the 39-yard line. That's enough for another Viking first down.
Pass play good for a Viking first down.
Smith put it where only his
34,
receiver
okay.
could catch it. Calavocas did the rest.
Man, he really did a nice job dragging that in. That looked like a play. That looked like a catch you make at the higher levels.
Absolutely.
Valley will have it.
Would have been good in college. Would have been good in the NFL. Definitely good here.
Yep.
The Vikings all the way to the Rams' 39-yard line here as they continue to drive.
Yeah.
Now under 2 minutes ago in the first quarter.
1st and 10 from the 34.
As Smith
Getting
hands it off, and Corkery got met by number 8. That's Sean Mundy. Came storming in. 55 as well. That's Sam Adams again.
33.
Made the initial contact.
Vikings will have it second down and 9. And Riverside
1 yard gain for Corkery there. As Loudon Valley continues to just run the clock here in the first quarter.
Yeah, we're down almost under a minute and a half left. The clock you see on your screen is manual, so I try to keep up, but it's a little busy. And actually, we're going to shift over to just showing you sort of the minutes after this quarter.
Going to toss it back. That's Corkery. Going to try to get outside.
It's an
And he's going to
odd
get a
toss.
few before he's hit by Joey Weiss.
Andrew Corkery around right end for the Vikings. Finally forced out of bounds.
That's
Weiss-
kind of an odd-looking toss. He almost like a
I first thought he
Push
might
pass.
push it back there and see if Corkery was going to throw the ball.
yeah, I
That's
thought
kind of what
that
it looked
too.
like at
I thought
first.
That too.
It's going to set up third down.
29-yard line here for the Vikings. Going to make it 3rd and 5. As that clock continues to run. 1:09 on the clock right now as Corkery was shoved out of bounds.
Yeah, so we're a little bit shy, but if they get another first down here, they're getting close to field goal range.
They
for
are.
Nick Van Zandt. He can.
Van Dant's
Sure
got
is.
a boot.
Yeah, he can make 45s. I'm sure. I don't know what his actual range is.
Smith hands it off to Dang. He's going to get about a yard. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage.
Will Dang up the
From
middle.
here, it would be about a 46-yarder for Van Zandt.
They might try it, but they'd like to get a little more.
39
Looks like they're going to go for it here. You got nothing on that.
You're about in no man's land. You're a couple yards closer, you might try it. A couple yards further back, you would probably punt. But
yeah, no,
even if the Vikings do turn it over here, they're still Riverside's still pretty deep in their own territory.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, this is definitely a spot that you go for this. There's not much else, not much other choice.
Yep. Cam Miller's in as a fullback here.
I doubt they'll hand it to Cam, but they certainly be a good idea to follow him. He's a tank in there.
Smith gonna go back, looking to his left, gonna
Got
throw.
him.
He's got Washko. First
Beautiful.
down to the 22-yard line.
Washka really getting involved tonight. It's good to see.
Absolutely.
21.
Caleb Smith been very accurate tonight here to start after he was 7 for 20 last week.
Yeah, he's
having
putting him on the
a great
money
start.
tonight. It helps to have a little more time. He was under a lot of pressure last week.
I think any quarterback would tell you, if you give him a couple more seconds to throw the ball, good things will happen.
Oh, yeah.
Cam Miller, the 240-pound sophomore, still in there.
This may be the last play of the quarter.
Hand off up the middle. That's Dang and Jared Bowman again.
You got swallowed.
Jared Bowman, the senior, swallowed up Dang.
Yeah.
It's a big man
lose
there.
A yard? Yeah, he lost a yard.
And that's going to be the last play of the first quarter here as clock will run out. They'll switch sides of the field. And Loudon Valley has a dominating first quarter here against Riverside. As they couldn't tell you how many total plays they ran, but it was a lot more than Riverside ran.
Yeah, that was definitely a nice quarter for Valley. So they're going to try to bring you a replay here real quick. This should be Will Dang's touchdown. See if we can get this to work. No, that's not it.
That's a clock there.
That's a clock, but hang on, it'll come. Just give me a second. Get the right thing up. Yes, this is not ESPN. It takes us a little bit to get this working. Oh, come on. There we go. This looks like a Dang play.
Early on here in the first quarter, this is about 11. I think he scored with 11:03 remaining, so he's
about that.
The second play of the game here for the Vikings. You can see Smith takes a snap. He's going to hand back up the middle, and Weiss makes a cut up. I'm sorry, Dang makes a cut, and once he hit that corner, there's nobody there.
Yeah, he showed some nice wheels on that. I wasn't sure how much speed he had, but he outran everybody on that.
Good acceleration there.
Yep.
And that's the only score we had in the first quarter was that play right there that you just saw.
That is it.
So Valley takes over again as we start the second quarter here. They've switched directions now. They're going towards the locker rooms that are behind the end zone here.
From right to left on your radio dial.
Right to left. They're going to take it 2nd and 11. They are at the 23-yard line, it looks like.
I guess I'm showing my age by saying radio dial.
Radio dial.
Has those
it's an old school term there. Smith going to roll to his right.
Going to
throw. He gets hit.
Ooh.
Will Butts came off the edge, unblocked. And the
coming.
junior is going to pick up the sack.
Yeah, Caleb just never saw him coming.
No, and when you have a bootleg like that, normally that left tackle will not block that guy coming off the edge. Hopefully the quarterback gets rid of the ball there, but Smith held on to it for about a second too long, and Smith actually lucky he didn't fumble that ball because he never saw Will Butts.
And Butts really could have lowered the boom a lot harder than he did.
So that's going to make it 3rd and long for the Vikings. They're back at their own 31-yard line. They need to get to about the 11 for a first down. So you're looking at about 3rd and 20 here.
Yeah, those plays are always scary as a coach because you see it coming and the quarterback doesn't.
Smith going deep. Got a man.
One-handed. Oh, he
wasn't able to hold on. Austin Blizzard, the junior.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Had a read on it, but wasn't able to haul it in with Broad and Harris again back in coverage for the Rams.
What numbers, Blizzard?
Van Zant's on here. Van Zant, this would be a 48-yard field goal for the senior.
What number's Austin Blizzard?
31.
31, thank you.
Van Zant from 48. This would be a great kick here.
This would be
48-yarder.
Boot.
Number 16 holding. That's Trevor McClelland. Van Zant. It's down. It's going to be way short.
Nope.
It's going to land about 5 yards short.
Definitely didn't get all that one.
Did not get all of it. Kick's no good.
There's the advantage of the high school rule. Now, Riverside, I believe, gets it at the 20.
I
if I'm
believe
not
so.
mistaken.
Looks like a touchback.
Yeah.
So nothing lost there
Different
for
rule, exactly.
nothing lost there for the Vikings. If he makes it, you get 3 points. If not, it's just like you punted.
Exactly. You still
So-
gained about 12 on it. So
Yes. So Coach Bishop there decided, hey, why not give our senior a chance, see if we can get 3 more points on the board. Worst that can happen is what happened. Riverside hadn't run many plays. They've had their defense on the field most of the night. You see A.J.
have
Dar
not.
down at the bottom, 2 for 3.
I can tell you in a second.
Xavier Johnson had 1 carry,
Riverside has 7 yards of offense.
7 yards, 1
They
first
have
down. They've only run 6 plays.
6 plays.
In comparison, Valley's already run 20. Dar in the
But-
shotgun. He's got Alessandro Perla back there with him.
Don't think
And the
we'll
handoff's
see
going to
it
go to
that way.
Perla up the middle, and he's going to be hit at about the 21-yard line. 45, Hunter Robinson looked like he was in on that tackle, coming up from his linebacker spot. So bring up second. Looked like Perla gained about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up for Riverside.
Gain of 1 yard on the play. Second down and 9.
Riverside does have very good athletes on offense, so they're able to take the top off the defense and go deep down the field. Dar's got a very good arm.
Let's see what they got here. They're spreading it out a little bit.
Dar back, looking to his right. Now he
Got
looks back
time.
left. Now he's going to throw, and it
A little
goes
high.
through the hands.
The hands
It's a
of
high
everybody.
pass. He was looking for number 6. That's Jack Selman.
A.J. Garnett
Almost intercepted.
for number 6, Jack
Yeah, almost caught, almost intercepted again. A lot of hands touched that one.
133 yards of total already for Loudon Valley. That surpasses what they had all of last week. They didn't.
Yeah,
a
I think they
quarter
had
in,
about 110 last week.
what, about 13 minutes?
Yep.
3rd and 9 from the 21 for Riverside. As Dar takes the snap, looks to his left, he's going to throw, and that's going to be caught by Selman, and he's going to get the first down.
Made
What a
nice
play.
run after the catch there.
He caught it right on the sideline, was able to reach out before stepping out, and he's going to get a first down.
Yeah, he did a good job. He's extending that play and reached his arm across the first down markers. He barely got it.
Antoine Stokes, the senior defensive back, was able to shove him out of bounds, but Selman picked up just enough for the first down. Shotgun again for the Rams. They've got trips receivers on the bottom of your screen. And Dar will take it. He'll look. He's going to throw. That's caught as number 10, and that is Will Butts. The ball came out,
They're going to call him dead.
but he was
They're
ruled
gonna call
down
him dead.
already. Butts listed as a quarterback and a linebacker.
And
But
we've called his name
has
on
a
both
sack
sides
and now
of the
has a
ball.
reception
Yeah,
tonight.
Exactly. We've called his name on both sides of the ball, so he is that. Who made that tackle? 31?
Believe so.
Austin Blizzard on the tackle.
Number 31, Austin Blizzard with the tackle for the Vikings.
Half.
9:30 here on the clock as Riverside breaks the huddle.
Where'd Owen go? He
He's
left the
down
building.
snapping some photos.
Okay.
The Owl and Chief Owen Godimer, Loco Sports.
Yes.
Dar back to pass, looking to his left. He's going to throw. What a catch by Selman.
That
Took
was a
some
nice
contact.
catch, man.
Stokes brought him down, but Selman was able to take the contact from Stokes, haul it in, and then get a few after the catch. And like I mentioned earlier,
they're making the most of that matchup. But they I mean, Stokes is giving away a lot of inches out there. He's a good defender, but
and Selman's got the height advantage on Stokes. Stokes only listed at 5'8". Selman's about 6'2", so
yeah, that's the matchup you want. As Valley
Like I
takes the first time out.
like I mentioned earlier, Selman had the lone touchdown last week in Riverside's home opener against Heritage.
We're going
So
to show you a quick commercial here. Hopefully it'll be quick. We'll see.
again,
Right.
if you notice our sponsors,
Not quick at all. Not showing up.
our sponsors flashing across the
There
bottom.
we go.
There we go.
There's a commercial for Lydia Clark, one of our sponsors. I don't know what happened to the other one. I'll have to check on that. Why Glad Valley Forge Network.
So we're hoping to be able to bring our audience 2 games a
Yes.
week, hopefully going forward.
Yeah, hopefully starting next week we can do that. It's always going to depend on crews and what the schools will let us do.
Absolutely. Because contrary to popular belief, not all schools will allow live broadcast up in the press box. So you've got to get prior permission to do that.
Yes, you do.
But Chris Kellican and the admin at Loudon Valley High School, grateful or gracious enough to let us come up here.
Yeah, and a lot of schools do. We have good luck here. Riverside usually will let us do it. And we got a flag.
Before Dar handed the ball off, that was to Kalis. I
don't know which it is. Probably
I'm
Callis.
not sure. Flag was on the play before. Let's see what it is. Looks like it's against the Rams as they're already backing up. Could have been illegal motion as and it looks like, yeah, either illegal motion or a false start for the Rams. The Rams shooting themselves in the foot here early with a couple penalties. They're going to be all the way back right inside their own 40-yard line.
Yeah, it'll be 1st and 15
First and
from
15.
there.
They got to get to the Vikings 45 for a first down. Dar in the shotgun again. He's got 2 receivers down to his right. Looking back to pass. Going to look right. 71 got a hand on him. Here he goes. He's going to scramble. Good wheels, and he slides down in front of Blizzard and Sajin Kim before he was hit.
He did a nice job of avoiding Cooper Tennell on that one.
Yeah. Cooper
Cooper's
came off
not
the
an
edge.
easy kid to avoid. He's about
Yeah,
6'5", with a long arm.
Evaded him at the last second, is able to get away. And makes
Got about 3 yards.
Get the 3-yard gain out of that, which looks like it could have been a disaster.
Yes, it definitely could have been. That would have made it 2nd and 25 or so had he gotten sacked. It's interesting. They sent him all the way to the sideline to pick up that play. Not in a hurry.
Now Riverside taking their time. 2nd down, got 3 receivers down, bottom of the screen here, and it looks like Coach Brian Day is going to call a timeout, and he does. So we've had a Loudon Valley timeout. Now we've got a Riverside timeout with 8:21 remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Hey, now we'll see if we can show you this other ad.
Hoping to be able to bring you guys some live scores from other places around. A couple games going on tonight. One just got tweeted in. Heritage is at Kettle Run tonight, and there is no score after the first quarter. So Heritage now 5 quarters into the season, they have not scored yet.
Wow.
So they've got to, somebody's got to take the lid off there and get the pride on the
try to
board.
figure out how to get some offense going there. Yeah, it's early in the season. It's going to be interesting to see who does what as we progress through this, especially with all the moves that went on. I mean, we had 2 teams that went up to 5A, being Woodgrove and Riverside, as you mentioned before, and then 2 teams came down to 4. Unfortunately for the Vikings, they're both powerhouses.
Absolutely.
Tuscarora and Broad Run came down to
2 of the best
4A.
teams in the state.
Yes.
You lose Woodgrove, who wins the state championship at 4A, and then you add Broad Run and Tuscarora, who are perennial contenders.
Yes. That's doesn't make things any easier. But at least we don't play Stonebridge this year.
That is true. got to take the positives where you can get them.
As we're back to action here.
Dominion 8, Briarwood's 8, Dominion nothing. That's at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, Dominion, I don't know if Pot Falls was really good this year. Dominion was just struggling, but they got demolished.
Dar's going to get it out to Selman, but a nice play by Blizzard to come up and get him before he's able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a good play. Read
Selman,
it well.
Selman tried to make a little move on him. Blizzard didn't bite.
Actually lost a yard.
Dar had to get rid of it quick because he had a whole host of Vikings in his face and just had to get it to an open receiver.
Yeah, he did. Dar looks pretty quick back there. So
yeah,
Vikings want to put pressure, but you don't want to put it too much where he can escape the pocket and make things happen with his feet.
Shotgun set for the Rams. 3rd and 13. Dar will take it. Going to go down the field. That's going to be 81. He dropped it. 81. That's Kyle Coyne,
like
the sophomore.
Looked like he tried to run before he had it.
Yeah, got to look at all the way in. He had it, and he turned to face the contact, but dropped it. Decision time for the Rams.
Had the wrong.
I'm sorry. They said he caught the football.
What? Okay.
They said he caught it.
I'm not sure what they were looking at because he pretty clearly dropped it.
Well,
I don't have a replay of that one. Okay.
4th and 2. And now they're going to ask a question.
Yeah.
Now they're
going to review it.
It looked like a clear drop.
That was pretty clear that he dropped it.
The only thing I can think of is they said he caught it and then fumbled it out of bounds.
But he didn't have possession for any length of time at all. Wow.
The Loudon Valley sideline not happy about it.
So now we got 4th and 2.
But Ash looks like he's back to punt.
And they're punting anyway. So
They are going
as
to
you
punt.
said, it doesn't matter.
Just gives them a little extra field position
Still
here.
a bit odd.
Ash to his right, going to kick it. High punt, looked like it got tipped. And that is going to be, it's going to take a valley bounce. It's going to down it at about the 23-yard line as number 24. That would be Chris Marcuson was down to down the football.
22. Okay. Just let me get caught
Well,
up here.
If anything positive for the Rams, it gave their defense a little bit of a break after being on the field for an extended period there in the first quarter.
Yeah, they definitely would need a break from that. Vikings definitely controlled the clock on that one.
All the momentum right now rests with the Vikings. You see Caleb Smith and A.J. Dar's stats at the bottom of your screen there.
Gotta catch up on my numbers here. So we got a whistle on the field.
And it looks like a timeout called by Coach Bishop and the Vikings. It's going to be their second of the quarter. Leaves them with one left here in the first half with 7:31 remaining.
Sorry, I'm just catching up from that incomplete
The pass that
they
was
call
dropped, but it
complete.
wasn't dropped.
Problem is you write it down and then you have to go back and change it.
In
So.
fairness, everybody in the press box, including myself, and everybody with us up here thought,
Yeah, it was.
they made the PA announcement. They said
Yeah.
incomplete pass for
It was pretty
So.
clear. I don't know how they thought he caught it. I mean, yes, he had it initially, but I mean, you have to make some sort of football move.
That's right. So Kyle Coyne gets on the board here for receptions. It's his first catch of the season.
There you go. And I'll update the stats since you mentioned that. I don't know how many people have caught passes that's far for Riverside. It only shows the top 3 receptions.
Yep, I know.
All right. Well,
Selman's
you
got
see
a
the
few.
drive info. That's not particularly accurate. I should probably actually take that off.
Selman's got a few catches. Kalis had a couple to start the ball game. Coyne had one right there. I'm trying to think if there were any others. Depends how many completions J.J. Dar has.
Yeah, he's had at least 3 receivers. So he's definitely spreading the ball around.
Loudon Valley after the timeout, 1st and 10. As Smith going to hand it off to Dang. Gets through a pile, and he's brought down. Trying to see who comes off that pile there. 21 for the Rams. That would be Zach Bowers.
Finally stopped at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6 yards.
It's hard to tell when you get about 3 or 4 players around the tackle there who made that initial
Yes,
hit.
it really is.
It's a little easier if you've got somebody like Jared Bowman who just comes in and single-handedly can rip you down with one arm. Makes our lives a lot easier up here.
And that seems to happen a lot more at higher levels for whatever reason. Maybe they just field is spread out more. But, yeah, I've noticed it's tough to credit people with these tackles.
Smith hands off. Corkery trying to get to the
nice
outside, and he was cut
defense.
down by Jack Selman because Corkery had a ton of run to run. If Selman wasn't able to wrap him up.
Yeah, Selman did a great job there. He was out on an island.
Absolutely.
And he, like you said, he had a good 20 yards had that tackle not been made.
Going to bring up 3rd and about, I was going to say long 4 from the PA announcer. I'll say about 5.
Why do my downs keep being
4.5. We'll
third
even it
down,
out.
not 4th down?
Smith's got, looks like Corkery in the backfield with him.
Yeah, I'm guessing
That's the
there's gonna be
receivers
a
are
passing
stacked.
play.
Smith back, looking to his left, going to throw, and it's going to be caught. That's number 7. That's Evan Davis.
Did he get enough for the first down?
And he
No,
looks like he's going to be 2 yards short. He got to the
don't
30-yard line, and here comes the punt unit.
I don't think that was the right pattern. I think Evan ran his pattern about 3 yards too short,
Yep.
it looked like.
You got to make sure as a receiver you know where that first down marker is. Smith put it where he had to put it, but Davis a little short of the first down marker, so that brings out the punt team, number 12.
No, it's 92. It's
92, I'm sorry, Van Zant back.
Van Zandt.
Takes his time, going to punt, good punt. And it's going to be fair caught at the 37-yard line by
Jack
Selman.
Yeah.
Riverside will have it 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Again, we want to thank our sponsors. Without them, not possible to do tonight. Velocity Wings, Percival Pub, Lydia Clark Realty, Mannix HVAC, Valley Energy, First Team Sports, Loudon Valley Floors, Kathy Hessler Homes, and Voice Sports, as well as StatStream, and our partner for the evening, Loco Sports. So Riverside's going to take over here with 5:55 left in the first half. Looking to get something going here before halftime as Dar has Xavier Johnson in the backfield with him here in the shotgun. Dar going to fake the handoff. Going to hand it to Johnson. Johnson outside. Going to get some room. Sheds one tackler, and he's going to step out of bounds.
Ooh, a little extracurricular.
Going to step out of bounds at about the 46, 47. And he's going to be just short of a first down, it appears, after a gain of 9.
Yeah, Valley fans didn't like the little extracurricular.
No, he ran into Corkery. He stepped out of bounds, ran into Corkery, and then gave Corkery a little forearm there at the end of the play.
Yeah, I think they let it go because he wasn't quite sure he was out of bounds, but
they didn't appreciate that one.
No.
Dar, 7 of 9, been very accurate, but only for 40 yards. So Riverside hasn't been able to go deep yet on the Vikings. We'll see if that changes here.
They haven't even taken a shot, have they?
Yeah, I think they've taken one.
Did they?
Maybe one. Johnson in the backfield here, single back set. Dar under center this time. They only need a 1, and Dar's going to sneak it, and he's going to run over the line. He's a big kid as a senior quarterback, and he's going to get the first down. 45, that's Hunter Robinson. Happened to be the guy standing in front of Dar. Hunter got the worst of it. Hunter got the worst of it, but he does get credit for the tackle.
Yeah, 49.
Ball just shy of the 49-yard line. Rams own 49. .25 on the clock and running. 2 receivers low. That's Kalis and Timmy DeBerg. Dar looking left, going to throw, and it's going to be caught. That's number 10. That's Will Butts again. And he's going to get up to the, see where the ref spot it? The 44-yard line. Going to set up second and short, about 2 for the Rams. If you're the Rams, you just want to get on the board somehow, some way before the half.
Yeah, they definitely do. And they're just under 5 minutes here remaining, so they're in the midst of a good drive. They could easily punch this one in. But, yeah, they didn't score a lot last week. They need to get kind of off the schneid here this week.
Yep. Dar. Gonna low. Didn't hand it off. He got swarmed.
Yeah, no one blocked anybody on
Nobody blocked. There's about 5 Vikings, and getting off the bottom of that pile looks like 55.
That was the read no option.
Tommy Gardner.
Just got swarmed.
Tommy Gardner served as the captain before tonight's game, and he's going to get credit with the tackle there. And they're going to lose about 4 on the play, as it looked like Dar couldn't decide. Did he want to hand it off to Johnson or hold on to it himself?
But I don't think it would have mattered. It
didn't
looked
appear.
Like every Viking was in the backfield.
The Vikings had it sniffed out pretty well.
Yeah.
3rd and long here. Dar looking. He's got to evade pressure. Gardner got him. Gardner for the 2nd straight play in the backfield, causing chaos. And it looks like the Rams are going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, the Rams seem to be having trouble their blocking schemes there. I mean, Gardner just came almost completely free.
Carter Ash coming on. I would say 4th and 5, 4th and 4. You might consider a fake, but 4th and 12, you've got to punt it away here.
Punt it away.
3:30 on the clock. Corkery's back to return. He's standing at the 20-yard line, waiting on the punt from Carter Ash. Going to take the snap. Ash whirls to his right a little bit, gets it off, almost blocked. And Corkery going to call for a fair catch. And, he muffed it.
He muffed it.
The ball's on the ground, and he somehow got back on it.
Wow.
It went between a couple players' legs.
There.
Carter Ash going to recover it, it looks like. We'll see. And referee does signal. Loudon Valley ball. And it's going to be at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, so he kind of misplayed it. It came up a little higher and hit him right in the chest plate.
Absolutely.
It looked like.
I was a long snapper in high school, and I would have to go with the punters. And we had a Division I punter end up punting at JMU, and he kicked the ball so high, and it's hard. If you don't judge it right, it's going to hit your face mask, going to hit off your shoulder pads.
Yeah, and that ball just comes in so strangely off a punt. It's
Absolutely.
just kind of randomly
kind of like a
almost.
knuckleball.
Yes.
Unless you're able to get a perfect spiral, which that's very hard to do on a punt.
Yeah, especially at this level. You see him do it in the pros. But
yes. Speaking of which, football coming back this weekend.
Yes.
Full slate of NFL games.
Yeah, Redskins playing at 1 o'clock.
Smith out to his left, going to throw it. That's number 4. Going to break some tackles. And he's going to get
still on his feet.
About 26 yards.
Calavocas
making plays. Just a little toss out at the line of scrimmage, and he made the rest happen.
Yeah, he did. That was a nice run.
We have an injured player for the Vikings.
Injury.
Down at the 22-yard line. That
26.
looks like 31. That's Austin Blizzard down. Could just be a cramp. We'll see. They're going to straighten out his leg. But Kalavokis able to get out to the, I guess they marked him, 46-yard line. 26-yard reception there for Kalavokis, who only had 18 yards receiving last week. Got more right there on one play than
we'll show you the replay here in a minute.
While we've got some time. As they're tending to Blizzard. Look, he's just cramping up. They're grabbing his toe, trying to look like a calf cramp. So nothing serious.
Cramping issues last week, too. All right, here's the replay.
So look at Smith. He just throws it out on the line of scrimmage. Got a blocker out with Blizzard. That's when he got hurt, is Blizzard. You see when he was making his block, looked like he just cramped up a little bit.
Yeah, that's a nice little run there by Kalavokis, though.
Doesn't appear to be anything serious.
Breaks 2 tackles, 3 tackles.
Yep, Blizzard's going to be up. Saw a lot of cramping at the Riverside Heritage game last week. The first game of the season, not as hydrated as maybe you should be. And
we saw a lot here, too, actually. Like I said, Corkery was out for a lot of the game. I went up talking to his dad afterwards. And he said, he just cramped up and couldn't get it to clear. We're going to have to give you a light for the second half. You're not going to be able to see anything. So we got 2:50 left.
2:50 on the clock here. And Valley can really take command of this game. They've had all the momentum all game, but if they're able to get a touchdown here before the half.
Yeah, that would be nice. This is one of those games where you feel like your team's dominating, but you're not scoring.
Absolutely.
So it leaves it wide open.
Time of possession, though, Valley's had the ball a lot longer. Yes. Smith back to the pass. He's going to throw, and it's a little wide for Washko.
Yes, in an ideal world, I can track the time as well, but it never seems to work out that way.
Second down for the Vikings on the incomplete pass there from Davis looking for, Smith looking for Washko. Handoff up the middle. Dang, got a whole host of Rams bringing him down before number 16, Charles King, ends up bringing him down. But he crosses into Riverside territory. Ball's going to be at the 41-yard line.
18-yard gain for Dang. I like the way this kid runs. He just...
A lot of chunk plays here for Loudon Valley.
Yep, he's got some good power. Just keeps his leg churning.
He's not avoiding contact. Only 5'9", 175 pounds. Flag on the field. We'll see what that'll be. Riverside's going to take their second time out of the half. Their defense has to be gassed. They've been on the field for the majority of the first half here. So
yeah, they really have.
Coach Day trying to give his unit a break.
Let's see what the plays look like. Yeah, 26 plays for the Vikes and 19 for Riverside. Not as lopsided as I thought it might be.
No, but you see the offensive yardage there, 176 offensive yards.
Yeah, to only 51 for Riverside. Yeah. So, and the first downs will show that as well, 8-4 in favor of the Vikes.
Get your leaders right now. Caleb Smith, after going 7 for 20 last week for only 46 yards. He's already 6 of 10 in the first half for 72 yards. He's taking care of the football. Dang's already up to 103 yards here in the first half on 10 carries. He had 10 carries last week and only had 63 yards.
Yeah, look at that. He's averaging 10 yards a carry. Man, he's having a
that 58-yarder to start the game definitely helped out with the average there. Definitely helps.
As we're getting ready to come back, 2:25.
A.J. Darr also accurate for the Rams, 8 for 10. 47 yards, though, like we mentioned earlier, not been able to go deep yet, but I'm sure it's in their bag of tricks somewhere. They're going to have to go to it at some point.
I'm sure, because they haven't been able to sustain a drive. I mean, they'll get a few first downs here and there, but.
I formation. Smith fakes the handoff. He's looking, going to throw for Kalavokis. Knocked down. What a play by Harris. C.J. Harris, a sophomore defensive back. Saw it all the way, got his head around. Didn't interfere. Saw the ball the whole way and knocked it down. I do like the aggressiveness of the Vikings, though. You have one-on-one coverage. You want to take that shot and try to get it in the hands of your playmaker, Kalavokis, see if he can make a play with it.
Yeah, that was a nice ball, and it's a tough one for Caleb because he's a lefty.
Yes.
So he's rolling out to his right
throwing
and having
across
to twist
his
back.
body.
But it wasn't a bad throw.
Absolutely. He's been on the money. He's throwing good spirals all night. Put it where he needs to put it.
Yep. That was almost a 50-50 ball. You just hope your guy can go get it.
Big Cam Miller in the backfield again, the sophomore, 240 pounds. I would not want to get hit by that kid.
I want to see him carry it.
Here goes Corkery. Corkery going to go out, tackled by Sean Mundy. Corkery going to get out to about the 31-yard line. Going to set up 3rd and about 5.
It's funny. I was watching Miller on that. His block was he was too far down the field. He almost needed to delay a little bit. By the time Corkery caught up, he was already tackled.
We're under 2 minutes here. 1:45 on the clock. As you have a 3rd and 5 for the Vikings from the Riverside 31. Looking to add on here before the half, and somebody jumped, and it looks like Jared Bowman was the culprit.
Oh, you're naming names now.
I believe so. He put his head down. He kind of knew he did it, unless he was baited by one of the Valley offensive linemen. If it is encroachment, it's going to be very close to a first down. They're going to have to walk it off. And that might be what the officials are going to go look at. If it's close, it's 3rd and 5, so it'll be a 5-yard penalty. It's just a matter of, is the 5 yards close enough to get a first down? And they're going to chat that out here as the official coming back at the top of your screen.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from the markers over here exactly where it's going to be. You're right, it's going to be awfully close.
1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to be. Looks like they're going to be short.
Looks like they say.
Looks like the marker is about the 30.5-yard line, and they're only at the 31. So it's going to be 3rd and very, very short here. Smith in the pistol, going to take it, looking to pass, and caught. Number 11, Jack Cutrara.
First time we've called Contreras.
The senior wide receiver, his first reception of the evening. And he's going to take it all the way to the 14-yard line. And Valley here has a legitimate chance to go up 2 scores before the half if they're able to convert.
Yeah, they do, and they're definitely in Nick's range now, Van Zant's range. They'd love to get a touchdown, but you're in easy field goal range, relatively easy anyway.
Smith. Uh-oh. Looked like a broken play.
Yeah,
he gets back to the line of scrimmage. I think Dang went to the left, and Smith was expecting him to go to the right. So
I think
looks like they're going to lose a yard there, making the best of a bad situation.
Yes, did a smart move there. Don't try to make anything spectacular
That's a helpless
happen.
feeling for a quarterback. You turn around, there's nobody there, and you've got the entire defense zoning on you to
no
try
one's
to make the
blocking
tackle.
to that side.
Yep.
As we go under 48 seconds left.
Dang back behind Smith here. They got 4 receivers wide. Smith to his left, going to throw. It's going to be caught by Cutrara again.
Are they going to take a timeout?
But now Valley's going to have to start going here. Clock stops, 31.8 seconds left.
Did they take a timeout?
I think Valley wanted the clock to stop a little sooner than that, but Valley looks like they're going to take their final time out of the half.
Yeah.
As they're all the way down to the 9, so Coach Bishop doesn't want to see the clock run any further. Try to set up a play here. And it's also 3rd down coming up, so the Vikings have a couple options here because they run. You got to get the field goal unit. If they don't get a first down, field goal unit's got to come out really quick.
Yeah, you got to pass on this.
If you pass, then at least
level,
you give.
Yeah. At this level in game 2, I wouldn't play that game.
Right. You might want to aim for the sideline here, see if you can get out. Even if you're short of a first down, you're in plenty of range for Van Zandt. This would be a 25-yard field goal, so that's within his range. He kicked it about 43 the last time.
Yeah, no, that's definitely in range. This is not much longer than an extra point.
No.
So at this point, to me, you either throw it to the boundary or you throw it in the end zone. Just, be smart. Don't throw an interception.
Nope, got to hold on to the football, which both teams have done a good job of that, with the exception of the muff punt that Valley ended up falling on.
Yeah, they really have.
A very, very clean game.
And no turnovers thus far.
We're going to hope to have some other local scores at halftime here for you as they're starting to trickle in. Most games are getting close to the half, just like ours. Thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks for spending your Friday night with us.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to bring these broadcasts to you.
Absolutely.
It's just fun to do.
Yes.
And we kind of figured this would be a good game. One of the reasons we picked it for Game of the Week.
Absolutely.
And it's turning into that.
It is. And it looks like we got a stoppage on the field, trying to figure out what that's for. They're going to reset the clock, it looks like. Looks like they're holding.
So at halftime, we'll let our sponsors' blurbs roll a little bit. 33 on the clock.
So they're going to give Valley an extra 1.2 seconds, 33 seconds. Clock operator's going to get that.
In the high-tech communication system
Yes,
where the referee shouts and they shut up.
Unfortunately, at the high school games, they don't have mics on these referees where they can say, "Clock operator, please reset the game clock."
It's probably good because you'd probably pick up the players saying not nice words.
No, you don't want to. Some of the language on the field not suitable.
No.
Smith looking to his left, going to roll, going to go to the end zone, and it is knocked down. Board and King in coverage for Riverside.
Who was he intended there?
That would have been like number 4. That looked like it was Calavocas. So field goal unit coming on. Van Zant's going to have about a 25-yard field goal, well within his range. Ball's right in the middle of the field also. With McClelland, the senior, is going to hold. Valley looking to go up 10 points here close to the half. Van Zant measuring off his kick. And it looks like Riverside's going to call their final timeout and maybe try to ice.
They should have waited longer if they're going to ice him. You got to wait till he gets all lined up and then ice him.
And Valley, if you ask a lot of teams around the area, Valley has an advantage having a kicker like Van Zant, where you got a lot of teams that don't really have a kicker.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, it's definitely a big thing to have in your back pocket. We had a couple years ago, there was really hardly anybody that could kick, so it wasn't an option. And we got a little spoiled in previous years because we had I'm drawing a blank on the kid's name now, but he could make 40 yards. He had 6 in one game. He tied the high school record.
Most situations here, 4th and 5, 9-yard line, and you don't have a guy that can kick 25-yard field goal.
No.
It doesn't seem difficult, but until you go out there and try to do it, it's not as easy as it looks.
And you don't realize, because people always ask at the youth level why you don't kick. Well, you got to realize you have to have a kid that can snap it, a kid that can catch it, a kid that can kick it.
Van Zant, it's low, and it's no good. It's wide left.
No.
Might have been tipped.
Yeah,
75 running in like he might have tipped it. Matthew McCann was celebrating like he might have got a fingertip on it, but if it was deflected, it wasn't much.
Yeah,
but enough to make it go left.
It didn't look like he caught it cleanly.
So Valley, second missed field goal of the evening of the first half, and Riverside takes over the 20 with no timeouts left, only 24 seconds. They may take a knee and just say, hey, we'll take it into the half.
I would expect they will take a knee here. But
Dar's under center. Perla's in the backfield. And Dar is going to take a knee. And that's going to do it for the first half here. Clock will run down under 20 seconds now. And that should be the last play of the first half. I don't imagine they need to run another play. And both teams walking off the field. And that's going to do it for the first half here at Leonard Stadium with Loudon Valley had a score within the first minute of the game and nothing after that.
Kind of looks like your game last week, doesn't it?
Very similar to last week. So, halftime here in Purcellville, our game of the week, with Loudon Valley 7, Riverside Rams nothing.
Okay, so we're going to take a break. We'll show you a few of our sponsors' commercials. When the band comes on, we'll show them, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
All right, welcome back to Purcellville here. 7-0. The Vikings lead the visiting Riverside Rams. We've got about a minute 40 left before we start the second half. Teams are warming up on the field. Just want to give you a halftime update here with some scores around the area while we have a break in the action. First, Briar Woods playing Dominion tonight. Briar Woods has a 22-6 lead over the Titans at the half. In Winchester, Loudoun County's out at Millbrook this evening, and they're down 12-7 at the half. The Pioneers of Millbrook 12-7 over the Raiders at halftime. Halftime in Aldie, where Independence playing their second ever game, coming off a loss to Skyline last week, playing Freedom, and Freedom has a 21-13 lead over the Tigers out in Aldie. Other scores: Tuscarora. A very interesting game going on. Tuscarora 7-6 at halftime over Potomac Falls. Maybe a little closer than some anticipated, but with Potomac Falls getting a big win last week, hanging around with Tuscarora. 31 seconds ago in the first half in Westfield, where John Champ is taking on Westfield Bulldogs, and Westfield's got a 23-7 lead over the Knights. Other scores: Parkview is in action tonight. It's good that we can say that. The Parkview, actually, last we checked, we're down 14-7 in the second quarter at Falls Church, but the good news there is Parkview is on the field playing football again, and regardless of the result of that game, at least they're able to field a team and, be able to compete with other schools. And looking for other scores for you here as the teams are getting ready. We're getting ready for kickoff here with Van Zant getting set up. We'll give you a score here soon. Stonebridge is playing at James Madison this evening. Rockridge is playing Woodgrove. And Heritage is at Kettle Run. So we'll get you some of those scores as we go forward here. If you missed it in the first half, if you weren't tuned in from the beginning, you missed the only scoring play is Will Dang, a running back for Loudoun Valley, took a handoff 58 yards for a touchdown in the first minute of the game. Nick Van Zant added the extra point, and now here we are, 7-0 here going into the second half as Loudoun Valley's going to kick off. Riverside's going to go left to right here in the second half.
6 and 13 are deep.
Selman and Johnson for the Rams are back deep. And if you're a Loco Sports fan, we got a treat for you here in the second half. As be joined by Mr. Loco Sports himself. A little stall here. It looks like the official's looking at the press box. I got to get the clock reset.
Number 6, Jack Selma, and number 13, Xavier Johnson.
Pretty solid first half for both teams. Riverside wasn't able to get in the end zone, but they had a couple of good plays, and the defense actually had a bend and not break mentality. They're able to hold the Vikings to only 7 points here in the first half. Here we go. Getting going here as both student sections a little fired up. Gonna get going here. Still just kind of standing around waiting. There we go. Whistle blows. Valley gonna break off. Nick Van Zant. Back to kick with Xavier Johnson. Jack Selman back for the Rams. They're standing at their own 5-yard line. Van Zant gonna get about a 12-yard running start here. He's into his kick, and it's off, and it's deep. Selman's gonna catch it at the 2-yard line. He dropped it, kicked it, fumbled, and Selman dove on it. Lucky break for the Rams there as Selman was able to jump on the kick. He actually, he'll be at the 15. Selman tried to catch it at the 2. That ball rolled 13 yards before he was able to corral it. And Riverside will start at their own 15-yard line. Looks like a new quarterback. No, I'm sorry. Dar's there. He's got Selman and Perla on his hips. Bad snap. Fumbled. Dar's got to dive on it back at the 3-yard line. Riverside, 2 mistakes already here to start the second half as Dar had to make a best of a bad situation. The snap was high from the center, and they're going to recover it at the 3. 3.5 yard line. Sets up 2nd and long for the Rams. Like we said, if you're tuned in on locosports.info/live tonight, we'll have a treat coming up for you here shortly. Second half of the Rams, Dar's in his own end zone. He's going to have to pass out. Got to get rid of it quick. Throws, and Kalis, who had a couple catches in the first half, dropped that one. Was open. Tried to run before he caught it.
6 on the defense.
And Antoine Stokes was there, providing a little pressure in coverage. So Riverside, you were thinking at the half, come out, get the ball, come down and score. Instead, it's 3rd and 22. Not an ideal start here for Brian Day's offensive unit here in the second half. As Riverside's going to send 3 receivers out, 2 backs on Dar's hip. Dar's going to just hand it off. Dar's actually roll out, faked it. Tipped as Funnel got a hand on it and almost tipped it up to Tommy Gardner, which would have been an easy touchdown for the Vikings. Regardless, it's a 3 and out for the Rams, and they're going to have to punt it away in the shadow of their own end zone. Tennell, the big fella, making things happen in the backfield. So Connor Ash has his heels literally on the back of the end zone here. He's going to have to punt it away with a strong Viking rush coming. Low snap, gets it off, and he's going to make the best of it. That ball's going to roll, and it's going to take a great hop. It's going to take a very good hop, and that's going to be down near the 50-yard line. Let's see. It's going to be down at the – actually got it over into Viking territory. Connor Ash with a great punt. It's going to be a long punt. He was in the back of the end zone when he kicked it, so the Vikings, Connor Ash might have saved that drive there. Great kick from the junior for the Rams. Caleb Smith back to work for the Vikings here. He's got Will Dang in the backfield with him on 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. The southpaw takes the snap, going to throw a screen out. That's to number 4, Kalavokis, and he's going to be able to make a gain of about 4 or 5. They're going to be out to the, they're going to cross into Ram territory to the 47. Okay, we got 10:25 here. It's 3rd quarter, clock running. Smith takes a snap, hands it off. That's Dang. And he's going to be tackled by Will Butts and looks like Sean Mundy in on the tackle for the Rams.
Number 34, Will Dang with the carry.
It's going to be set again at the 47. No gain on the play there.
No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd
So it brings up 3rd and 6 for the Vikings.
Number 10, Will Butts led the tackling for Riverside.
Riverside needs a stop here. They got to get their offense back on the field, see if they can get something going after a less than stellar first drive here in the second half. 4 receivers wide for the Vikings. Smith's going to take the snap. He'll fade back, looking, going to throw, and caught. Evan Davis. I'm sorry, Jack Kutrara. That looked past like it had been picked off, but Kutrara able to come down with it and run after the catch. Will Butts made the tackle, but not before Kutrara got down to the 23-yard line of the Rams. Caleb Smith zoomed that thing in there. Threaded the needle. 29-yard gain for the Vikings there. And threatening again are the Vikings. As Smith takes the snap, hands to Concrey. Looked like he was down. Knee was down. Bowman Jared Bowman again. Jared Bowman's having a great game. All the defensive line for the Rams. Andrew Corkery on the carry.
Andrew Corkery with the carry. He was down.
Looks like a 2-yard gain. I'm sorry. Yeah, 4-yard gain. 1-yard gain. Math skills are off tonight.
1-yard loss on the play.
You know what? We just up here. Math skills aren't the best. Corkery loses a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 11 for the Vikings. Cam Miller's back there with Corkery. 2 receivers to Smith's right. He's going to look. Bowman coming. End zone. Caught. Touchdown Vikings. It's number 13, Shane Washko. Caleb Smith put it only where Washko could get it, and the 6'4 senior went up and snagged it out of the air for a Viking touchdown. With 8:08 left in the third quarter, Van Zant on for the extra point. Snap, down, up. Kick is good right down the middle. Second touchdown of the night for the Vikings. First touchdown pass of the season for Caleb Smith. First touchdown catch of the season for the senior Shane Washko. All right, back to action here. Valley ready to kick off to Selman and Johnson for the Rams. 14-0 with 8:08 left in the third quarter here in Purcellville. Van Zant going to get a running start. Selman's going to catch it at his own 5-yard line. Catches it clean this time. Gets a running start. Breaks a couple tackles. Gets to the sideline. He's going to be shoved out of bounds at about the 35-yard line by number 26. That is John Lohr. 36-yard line for the for the Rams.
Number 26, John Lohr with the tackle for Loudon Valley.
If the headsets will reach, I can do color for you. It's just not.
I'm going to get on here soon. 7. Tell me yet. Dar under center. He's got Xavier Johnson behind him about 5 yards deep. Dar going to hand off to Johnson. Almost fumbled it back in the backfield, but Johnson recovers. Going to run to the outside, and he's knocked out of bounds by number 5. That's Corkery. After a short gain, look like he's going to get about 4 yards there. 3 yards for the running back for the Rams, the senior. Riverside's got to get something going here. 7:48 left here in the third quarter, and they haven't found the end zone yet. Same formation. Dar under center, Johnson to the backfield. Going to fake the handoff. Going to go deep, and it's overthrown. Kalis with the intended receiver, but Dar overshot him just a little bit. Brings up a 3rd and 7 for the Rams at their own 39-yard line. See at the bottom there, Caleb Smith, 11 for 17, 129 yards. The senior 6 foot, 180-pound quarterback having a great night for the Vikings. Trying to help them pick up their first win of the season. Shotgun set. 2 receivers to the right side for Dar. Looking, going to throw. It's going to be knocked down. Looking for Selman. 17. Matt Hessler, the junior, on the coverage there. Going to bring up 4th down, and the punt unit coming out for Riverside. Carter Ash. Last time Carter Ash had a booming punt that ended up not mattering as Valley came down and scored, but really gave Riverside, helped them out. Carter Ash back, gonna punt it, good kick. A little short, gonna take a Riverside bounce. Valley's gotta get away from it, and the ball hit a Riverside player. It looked like at the 26-yard line, and that's where they are gonna down the football, it appears. Looks like the 20s. They will do it right on the 25-yard line.
The 25-yard line where the Vikings will have it, 1st and 10.
Punt return, so punt space RT.
First down, Vikings. As Smith takes the snap, going to roll left, going to look, going deep, looking for Kalavokis, and it's too far. As C.J. Harris and Jack Board were right on him, and Smith really didn't have anywhere to throw the football. And we're joined up here. Be 2nd down and 10 for the Vikings.
I'm just going to annoy Nolan with my cord now.
Cord right in front of my face here. 2nd and 10. Smith looking. Going to look to his right. Now back to his left. Jared Bowman's chasing him down. Looking for Kalavokis. It's intercepted.
Oh, no.
Intercepted at the 46. That's a late hit. So a couple things going on. Number 16, that's Charles King, intercepted. But then one of the Riverside players, we might be able to go back and get a replay of that here soon, laid a vicious blindside hit on one of the Valley players that were pursuing the football.
Yeah.
So King's going to get credit for the interception. That'll stand, but it's going to be a personal foul against the Rams. That's going to back them up. So King gets the interception, number 16, as they were looking for Kalavokis, and it was just underthrown a little bit by Caleb Smith.
Yeah, Caleb really bought himself some time back there, but then it didn't look like he got his feet set. Didn't quite get enough on that ball.
Didn't have enough oomph on it.
Yeah.
But the late hit, so he caught the ball at about the 46. Looked like a return of about 15 yards. That's going to back them up. You can't blindside hit. They're trying to eliminate that in the NFL for sure, so I'd imagine high school they're trying to do the same thing. Whereas back in the day, that's a highlight reel hit. Now it's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, that's a good rule. I mean, as much fun as it is as a fan and as the defender to really knock somebody off like that, it is very dangerous.
Yes, so they're going to take over at 39. Dar going to go back hand off to Johnson, breaks a couple tackles. Xavier Johnson running hard. He's going to get about a gain of 6 before he's brought down by 71.
Yeah, that's Cooper Tunnell. Riverside's got some good speed. They're just not quite getting them free. Valley's doing a good job of bottling the runners and the passers and receivers up.
They're going to start taking some shots downfield here soon.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. They're just having troubles getting open. Valley secondary is looking pretty good. The run game's holding up well.
They got what? 5.
2nd 5 now.
Dar hands it off. Oh, good run. First down for the Rams. That is Joey Weiss, I believe it is. Joey Weiss, the junior, number 4, takes it across midfield, gets to the Loudoun Valley 48-yard line. It's going to be a first down for Riverside. with 6:36 on the clock.
Rams putting together a little bit of a drive
Yeah, they're
here.
starting to get a little momentum here. See if the Valley defense can hold here on their side of the field. Dar, go back to Weiss. Weiss, this time not going to get anything. Weiss stuffed at the line of scrimmage. There's so many Vikings in there. He's still moving.
Scrumming.
He's still moving. Looks like, see who gets up at the bottom of that pile there. Looks like 17, maybe?
Got 69 on the bottom of that pile.
26.
31.
A lot of Vikings there. You give a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Looked like he just got past the line of scrimmage. 69.
Big Nate Cholera.
Cholera.
I see.
Listed here as 6'1", 300 pounds.
Yeah, he's a big kid.
The big fella.
Well, now you got at nose tackle number 58, which is Mason Raymer, I believe.
Also 300 pounds. Man,
Yes,
Latin Valley got some
he's
big
got
boys
quite
up
the
front.
pedigree. Here we go.
Dar fakes the handoff, going to go
Nice
out
tackle.
to the 43-yard line. A.J. Dar kept it himself.
17 on the tackle, I believe.
That's Matt Hessler. Brings up a 3rd and 5 for the Rams.
We're multi-hatting up here again. I'm trying to be spotter and cameraman while Owen got the big O is running the stats and tweeting. And
Loco sports fans might get Mr. Owen Godimer, the Owen
Mr.
Godimer on air here soon. Dar looking, throws, what a play. Will Butts had it, and Antoine Stokes knocked it away.
yeah, nicely defended by Stokes there.
Decision time for Coach Brian Day here as they're already on the Valley side of the field. Going to be facing a 4th and 5.
Yeah, this is definitely a go-for-it situation.
And they are, no punt unit coming on here. Dar coming back to the huddle, and the Rams will go for it for the first time tonight on 4th down.
That was a nice play by Stokes. He really timed it up well, getting
He
there
did.
right as the ball
Butts
did to
had-
knock it away.
Butts had his hand on it, and Stokes came in from behind and knocked it away before he could bring it into his body. 4th down for the Rams. Big play here in the ballgame. Dar got him.
got
Viking
him.
to jump.
Wow, and that's a short 5, so that's going to give him the first down. Crucial mistake there by the
Sage
Vikings.
and Kim, you could see his foot cross over, and he knew it as soon as he did it. 5 yards from the spot. They're going to walk it off, and it's going to be a first down for the Rams.
Yeah, I believe this is Sajan's second varsity game, and his inexperience showed a little bit there.
And maybe Brian Day told A.J. Dar, listen, we're not going to play it. We might try to draw him off sides and then punt. And sure enough, if that was the plan, it worked to perfection. Riverside's got a first down at the 38-yard line here. As
Oh, nice.
Dar hands it off to Weiss, and he's met in the backfield
Beautiful play.
by number 45. That's Hunter Robinson, the sophomore having a big night.
Man, he just broke right through there. Nobody touched him. Beautiful play.
Had a couple of plays like that on both sides tonight where the defenders are getting to the backfield with literally no offensive lineman touching them.
Yeah, so you wonder if that's an offensive scheme issue or if just the defense called the right play. It's also
Absolutely.
early in the season, so it's hard to tell.
Yes. 4.5 minutes left here, third quarter, as Rams lose about 3 or 4 on that play. Dar's got 2 guys back there with him. He takes a snap, going to fake a handoff to Weiss, throws, and Selman never got his head turned around, and Dar threw it behind him.
Yeah, that was the Vikings were in on him so quickly, he just had to dump it before he was ready.
Yep. Selman was looking for it in front of him. Dar threw it behind him. Incomplete pass. Third down here. Next break we get, we'll try to give you some score updates from games around the area, as most of those games have reached halftime by now. Some games probably already in the fourth quarter, as we've got 4:13 here left in the third quarter before we get to the fourth quarter.
And the game's moving along pretty quickly. Not
Yes.
a ton of penalties or injuries. So.
Dar, snap, looking, got a rush coming. And he's going to be sacked.
It's,
Number 40 for the Vikings.
Trent
Weller gets his first sack of the evening.
see, that's one where Dar needs to read it a little better. The Vikings had an all-out blitz. Dar had a couple of seconds, but he decided to keep it and try to run, and that just didn't work out for him.
Yeah, so 4th and 16, there's no way you're going for it here, even in a short field. So Ash is jogging onto the field here, and they're going to have to punt. see if they can play the field position game here and pin the Vikings. So Ash back to punt again. With Corkery, it appears, is back deep at his own 10-yard line. Ash gets it off. Almost blocked. And that ball will take a Riverside bounce. See where it goes. It's going to be down at the 3-yard line. Nice punt by Carter Ash.
That was a nice punt.
Very nice punt. Playing the field position game, and he did what he needed to do for his team.
Inside the 5-yard line where the Vikings will have it, 1st and 10.
As the Vikings trot back onto the field here for another possession. We'll see if we get any scores for you here.
97 yards to go with 3:15 in their third
We do have one
quarter.
score. Broad run. Moved down to 4A this year. 44-7 at the half over Brook Point.
Oh, wow.
44-7. Halftime, Falls Church had a 21-14 lead over the Parkview Patriots. Parkview's another touchdown there. Vikings back on the field here. Smith, penalty flag down there immediately, and Weiss.
Yeah, it's likely going to
Dang.
be. Yeah, it's
On the
likely
carry,
going to be
but-
an illegal formation or illegal motion. Or,
Illegal shift, it looks
Yeah.
like.
Yep.
And that's going to be about half the distance.
On the field, it's an illegal shift against the Vikings.
I wouldn't be surprised if they decline this. It's only 1.5 yards. You
That
lose
is
it
true.
down. I would decline
We'll
it.
see.
We'll see what they do. I mean, it wasn't a false start, so you have the option.
Yeah, it looked like they accepted it. So that's going to
Yeah.
back them up to, it looks like they're right outside the 1-yard line. They're about at the 1.5-yard line now. So
Maybe
Loudoun
they'll-
Valley needs to be careful here. Quick score update. Loudoun County 17-12 over Millbrook. There's about 9 minutes left in the third quarter there. So the Raiders have the lead, and now we've got,
It's like a timeout.
unless
Or
they're going to,
no,
they might
maybe not.
decline the penalty. That might be it. Coach Brian Day is halfway down the sideline.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely decline it if she has the option. Decline it.
He does. Oh, they called an illegal. Well, I don't know if Coach Day knew what the penalty was, but it's going to be
still
first down
first
again.
down,
So they
so
backed up
that-
half the
yeah.
distance, 1.5-yard line. So it's about 1st and 12 for the Vikings. Handoff. Looks like Dang on the carry, but he didn't get anywhere.
You got a couple.
Looks like he got
Got
back
out
out
to
to the
the
3-yard
5.
line, maybe picked up 1.5 yards.
Like 21 on the bottom of that pile for Riverside. Dang on the carry, 21 on the tackle. Dang. Got out to the 5, so 2nd and 8-ish.
That might have been Evan Cork. Or Andy
It
Corkery
probably
right
was
there.
Corkery then, yeah.
Short
Little hard to tell.
ball spotted at the 5-yard line where the 2nd down, about 8.
A little hard to tell with our multiple camera
Yes.
angles up here.
There's a lot of guys in that pile there, too, as well. Smith in the shotgun. He's going to take it, handoff again.
Oh, man.
That
very-
is Dang, and he's going to get stuffed by Sean Mundy. Sean Mundy's been in the backfield all night. I'm sorry, that
Dang, number 34 with the carry. Brought down a 2-yard loss on the
Is he number
play.
4?
I'm sorry, not Sean Mundy. That was Joey Weiss.
It's number 1 or 4? Number 4.
Joey Weiss, who's been playing, got a couple carries on the last drive for the Rams.
There we go.
So 3rd and long for the Vikings here, deep in their own territory.
So what do you do here? I mean, you don't want to risk it,
No, you don't.
but you kind of want to get
Almost
out of your
wanna-
own shadow.
Might want to run it again and see if
Yeah.
you can get Van Zandt a little room here to punt. So he's not got the goalpost breathing down his neck.
Yeah, I agree.
It's going to be another handoff. That is Corkery. And Corkery's going to get out to about the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 3. And it's going to give Van Zandt a little extra room here to set his feet and not to get his normal position.
Look like number 4 again on that tackle.
Weiss.
Just at the bottom of the pile.
Like Weiss was in on that. So Van Zandt's on. He's about halfway deep in the end zone. Selman's backing up for the Rams. He's going to stand at about the Valley 45. And he'll put his heels on the 45-yard line.
So this is really the first year Van Zandt's been a punter. He's
Van Zandt,
primarily
good
a
kick
kicker.
there. Good hang time. Selman's going to fair catch it, and it's going to be fair caught at
41.
the 41-yard line where the Rams will take over. Good field position for the Rams as they're looking to get on the board here with 42.8 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Take this opportunity to read about a couple of our sponsors
Yes.
here. we could not bring you these games without our fine sponsors. Loudon Valley Floors. Since 1991, we've offered an incredible selection of quality flooring products. We commit to honesty and integrity in our sales, paired with exceptional quality and craftsmanship. And I'm only going to get to read one because they're starting already. We're almost at the end of the quarter.
Dar in the backfield there, 2 men. Hand off to Weiss. Weiss takes it to his left. He's going to get knocked out of bounds. Looks like Robinson or maybe Weller. Maybe both of them.
Yeah, I think Weller was over
Weller
there.
looks like he's over there.
Weller and Robinson. Good call.
Short gain for Weiss. He's going to pick up a yard.
So he went out of bounds, so we had
He got out of
32
bounds.
seconds.
Clock stops, 31.7 on the clock. Dar's got Weiss in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to his right. Looking deep. They're going to go deep. Looking. And he just overshot him. It's Nick Kalis.
He had him. He had a couple
Good
steps
ball.
on the defender.
Dar led him just a little too far there. Well, I said a couple times they're going to have to start trying to take the top off the Valley defense. They almost did it right there because he had his man beat.
Yeah, they
Dar
did.
just led him about 2 yards too far.
Just a bit too much. Yeah, he was open. That would have been a big game changer.
Would have been right there. Would have been within the 10-yard line. Even if he didn't take it in the end zone, it would have been darn close. 3rd and 10. Sorry, 3rd and 9 for the Riverside Rams.
Riverside just trying to get on the board here.
They need to get on the board here. Hopefully for them, they can go to the 4th quarter here. A little momentum going their way. Weiss in motion. Dar looking. They're going to screen, and he overthrew
Too
Jack
high.
Selman. Had the screen set up. Linemen were where they're supposed to be. Selman open, and Dar just threw it over his head.
Yeah, well, that's the advantage of having a Cooper Tennella coming in there at about 6'4", 6'5". He gets those hands up, and you got to throw it high just to get it over him.
Big. If you haven't seen this guy in person, which I hadn't until tonight, it's a big human being.
Yes, he is. Yes, sir.
It says it changed possession, but it's not. So right here we got the Van Zant punted here, changed possession, but it's still pulling up. Just put D there.
4th down for the Rams. They're going to have to go for it. 4th and 9. Dar back to pass, looking to his left, going to throw, and it's over the head of the intended receiver, which was Will Butts.
Yeah, Dar's just having trouble connecting. A little bit off on that. Doesn't take much to be off a foot or two, and you can't complete them.
And Valley, after containing, for all purposes, containing Woodgrove, the defending state champs, to 20 points last week, they've thrown a shutout so far here. We're 3 quarters through.
Yeah, their defenses look really
They
solid.
have done a very solid job keeping these Riverside playmakers from getting loose.
Yeah, it's caught up.
So Valley takes over at their own 41-yard line. 18 seconds might be the last play of the 3rd quarter here. Smith's going to hand off to White or to Dang, and he got hit by Joey Weiss as soon as he touched the football. And that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter, as they're not going to run another play.
Yeah, Joey did a nice job there, shooting the gap and meeting the runner in the backfield.
Loss of 3 on the play. They're going to have the ball at the 38-yard line. And we're going to head into the 4th quarter here with a 14-0 Loudon Valley lead.
And now I'll read some more of our sponsors.
Yes.
We also have the Purcellville Pub. First pub here in Purcellville, known for their cozy atmosphere, amazing home-cooked food, and outstanding service. This is the place to grab a relaxing brunch, lunch, or dinner. Welcome home. The pub is also showing our game tonight, and it's 80s and 90s night there, so my wife is actually there in full costume. She's dressed up as Cher in Mermaids tonight. Not that anyone cares, but I thought I'd throw it out there. We also have Lydia Clark Realty. Lydia provides comprehensive services to her clients, including pre-staging her clients' homes, professional photography and video, and comprehensive marketing. Valley Energy. Valley Energy is the smart choice for all your propane, diesel fuel, and heating oil needs, with neighborly professional service, flexible payment options, and competitive pricing. Velocity Wings, who's also showing our game tonight. Come into one of our 6 family-friendly Virginia locations for award-winning gourmet wings, great food, and live sports. Mannix HVAC. If a problem occurs with your heating or cooling system, don't panic. Call Mannix. We'll be there when you need us. First Team Sports. Changing the way you do fundraising, we can put your logo on anything. And of course, Loco Sports, StatStream, and Voice Sports. See tomorrow's sports stars today at Voice Sports.
Smith's going to pitch it back to Dang, and he's going to get to about the 35-yard line.
It looks like we got a Viking down.
There is a Viking player down.
How do I go to the fourth quarter?
Up top says Q3, just change that number to a 4. You said 4.
And it's Dang, and that doesn't look good, as he's not laying right there at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it's, they're looking at his leg. Let's see.
Maybe he cramped up too.
Jordan out there.
A little break in the action here, see if we get any more score updates for you. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Looks like the Panther Pit out at Potomac Falls just tweeted this out. 26-12, Tuscarora has a lead over the Panthers. As that is Will Dang, I believe.
Will Dang on the last play is the injured player.
And he's up. Might just be a cramp. Look like he's gingerly.
Get up and walk off.
Again, you get late in the game like this. Kids maybe aren't drinking as much water as they should be, and you get situations like this where you get some cramping here in the fourth quarter.
Just got a text from my buddy Ed Nelson over at Velocity Wings. He said the game's on over there. It's looking good.
Very good.
And I know Kevin Bednar's over at the pub is showing it, but he's dressed as White Man Can't Jump. What was the guy's name? Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson, yeah. So after the injury there, it's going to be our third and very long for the Vikings here. At the 35-yard line. I got to get to the 49 for a first down. Smith looking. Oh, should have been intercepted.
Man.
Went right through the hands of Jack Selman. That could have been a pick six for the Rams. They might have needed that.
Hey, yeah, they were not on the same page on that one.
Guy ran long, the receiver ran long, and Smith threw it short. And Selman, who's the punt returner, is pretty sure-handed. Just let that one slip right through his fingertips.
Yeah, I think he was almost surprised by it, that it kind of came right into his hands.
Nobody around him.
Yeah. Well,
Van Zant back on. He looks like he's got Trevor McClellan back there as his personal protector. And Selman's back at the 30-yard line awaiting the punt.
Trevor McClellan was a quarterback last year. He got broke his collarbone.
Ooh,
at the county
great
game.
punt by Van Zant. Look at the spiral on that. Selman's going to catch it at the 29-yard line, and Van Zant does his job.
We'll start from there.
Riverside will have it first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Rams got to get something going here. We got 11:20 left in the fourth quarter here, and Riverside, to this point, has not been able to muster anything. Just
Yeah,
like they weren't able to muster anything in the last,
Last three and a half
quarters against Heritage.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious what their deepest penetration is. I don't think they've been inside the 20 at all
No,
tonight.
they've been about midfield all day, and
Yeah.
Van Zant's punt there put them in another bad spot.
Well, last
deep in
drive
their
they started at the
territory.
40 and got nowhere.
Dar, Johnson on the handoff. Robinson missed a tackle. 71. There's your boy again.
Number 13, Xavier Johnson, wins the carry.
Yeah, Cooper Tennell is he's all over the place.
Tennell having a great game.
The Rams are they get the initial hole, but it's closing down so quickly that they're not really able to get a lot out of it.
Tennell 6'5", 220. Senior
Yeah, they
lineman.
recruited him to play basketball last year. They were shorthanded, so they convinced him to come play. And
I'm
he
sure
was
Coach
just
Dawson.
Yeah,
Coach Dawson will take that size. That'd be a
yes.
big guy to guard on the court.
he was quite the rebounder, as you can imagine.
Absolutely. Dar in the shotgun here, looking to his right, gonna throw, is tipped.
And that was batted down
That
by
is Tommy Gardner.
Tommy Gardner. You're
Tommy
right.
Gardner came in,
That
got a
was
hand
Cam
up.
Miller, Yeah.
Tommy Gardner.
Number 55, Tommy Gardner with the pass deflection.
3rd and 12 for Riverside here.
8 yards.
Yeah, so with 3rd and 8, you're looking at another pass, and just the accuracy has not been there tonight for Riverside.
They're not going to get many more opportunities here. We're down under almost 10.5 minutes now. They're not going to get any more opportunities here.
Yeah, these games go fast, and they only have 12-minute quarters.
If I'm Valley, I get the ball back. I want to run some clock with a 2-touchdown lead.
And
Dar fades back, looks left,
got pressure.
going deep,
No
and
way.
he's looking for Kalis, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, he was under a lot of pressure, and he
Lot
just
of
kind of put
pressure.
that up there.
Had to throw it away. Stokes and Weller, as well as number 26, John Lure.
I mean,
all
he
three
put
of them.
he put it where only his guy could get it, but even his guy couldn't get it when it was
Yes.
that high.
You got a great pass rush. You got good
Yeah.
coverage on the backside. Another punt coming up. Connor Ash has been busy again. Connor Ash might lead the league in punting here if, after two games.
Certainly in quantity.
Yes.
Total
But he's been good.
yards.
He's been very good at it tonight. He's really helped out his team with the field position game.
He has.
Low
Lots of
snap. Ash
practice.
got off. Almost blocked.
He kicks him so low.
Yeah, that's
but
that's
no one's
going
there
to take
return.
a Valley's got to clear out, and number 19, Cole Board, is able to down it, and they will get it at the 33-yard line.
Okay, so here's the fan in me coming out. I really don't want him to sit on this ball. With 10 minutes left, there's a ton of time in this game. I get worried when teams get too conservative at this point. You want to keep your offense going, keep throwing those, even if they're just short passes. Keep the ball moving, keep them off balance. Don't just run it.
The last thing you want is that clock to stop.
Well,
Wanna get
that's true, but
get
you
a couple
also want
first
to keep the
downs,
ball, yeah.
but also not be predictable.
Yes, exactly.
Because
So
if
we'll
you're
see.
Riverside, you might be expecting a lot of
Yes.
runs here. That would
Yeah,
could
Riverside,
open up.
they should be stacking up against the run. We'll see what Coach Bishop throws at them.
Yes. Smith will take the snap.
Riverside's definitely crowding the line.
Hands it off. That's Corkery. And Corkery's going to take it across the 35-yard line to the 37-yard line.
Yeah,
36.
Riverside's putting 8-9 bodies in the box there, just daring them to run.
Yes.
As they bring in Cam Miller as the blocking back,
Yeah.
so
Not a bad guy to bring in. I want to see them bring in Raymer or
Yeah, you'd
Galore.
anticipate another run with Cam Miller in the game.
Jeez. See this Loudon Valley roster, a lot of big boys on this roster.
Which is unusual because Valley usually is a size issue. They tend to be very small, so this is a good year for that.
Smith handoff.
Run again.
Corkery again. Corkery making guys miss.
Yeah.
Corkery close to a first down. Looks like he's going to be about a yard short.
He's in the bottom of that pile.
Who's getting up off the bottom? C.J.
Number-
Harris got up. That might be Bowman again.
71. Yeah, it's
It is.
71 on the
Jared Bowman,
71
folks.
underneath there.
Jared Bowman's had a great game for Riverside.
He really has.
They're going to take an official's timeout here. They're going to measure with 9:06 left in the fourth quarter.
So I give a Valley line credit on that one. They really pushed the pile back and got him 7-8 yards on that. Looks like he's going to be a little bit short from my angle, but we're not at the best angle. But I can do this.
And let's see. Got it zoomed in here for you guys, and it looks like it's going to be
Oh,
a
he made
first
it.
down.
First down.
By the nose of the football.
First down, Loudon Valley.
Got an update here from the Briarwoods Dominion game. Midway through the third quarter, still 22-13. I'm sorry, not still 22-13, but Briarwoods has a 22-13 lead over the Titans.
So that was a big first down for the Vikes.
Absolutely.
Keeps
The clock
running.
continues to run. We're now at 9 minutes. And probably going to run again. That's just my guess.
Yeah, that's what they're showing. Certainly not a spread formation.
No, they're in no rush. Riverside stacking the box. Handoff goes to Corkery. Corkery got met. He got
you're gonna
blowing
have
up
to
in
be
the backfield. Will Butts, the initial contact, as well as Jack Board, number 1.
Let's see what Coach.
And if you're Coach
Coach
Bishop,
has
you've got
him
to weigh your
sleeper, yeah.
options here. You know, you let the clock run. You still got a 2-score lead, and your defense has been incredible all evening. He might be content with running the ball 3 times a play.
He might
We'll see.
be.
It's possible.
It's just that's a long time on the clock. And yeah,
Absolutely.
Riverside hasn't shown a lot of life, but they do have some good athletes
Yes,
out
they
there.
do.
And we did see the one deep throw that was just overthrown that would have been, if not a touchdown, certainly put him inside the 10.
So Valley lost about 3 on that play. Going to be second and about 12 or 13. Smith going to throw. Ball went right through the hands of
Forgot to catch
Evan
it.
Davis. And the worst part of it for Valley is the clock stops on that
Yeah,
play.
clock stops on that. Evan was just trying to run before he caught it, and he knew it.
7:52 left.
I mean, that was a good play, though. It was a nice conservative pass.
Would have gotten a couple of yards there.
Yeah.
But
And even if you don't get yardage, it keeps the clock running.
and we've seen this a couple times tonight where the receivers they've tried to run without the ball, and you need the ball first.
Yeah.
Got to see it in your hands, and then you can take off.
Same formation, trips to the bottom of your screen
Trips
here.
to the bottom. 3rd and 12. Smith looking. Throwing across the middle. Caught!
There's Davis. Make up.
Evan Davis making up for his drop. He is going to be in the end zone. Touchdown Vikings.
May I replay?
Evan Davis, 59 yards.
Wow, that was huge. Beautiful pass, hit him right in stride, and Evan just burst on through there. What a nice play.
And the Vikings, I don't want to jinx it. They might have sewed up this game here with 7:40 left. Now a 3-touchdown lead.
Yeah, that was definitely a backbreaker. And Riverside has not shown a lot of spark on offense, so.
Van Zandt on for the extra points. And that kick is right down the middle. 21-0, Loudoun Valley over Riverside with 7:40 remaining here in the ball game.
Man, that was a nice looking play. You'll have to go. So when this game goes online afterwards, we'll put together all the highlights for you, and you can watch these plays over and over. I'm sure Evan's parents will be watching that particular play quite often.
And, of course, the play before took his eyes off the football.
Well, they're not going to watch that one.
But then redemption.
That's
a minute
right.
later, gets him across the middle and able to outrun the Riverside defense and score.
And that was great coaching, too, because you want to give that kid his confidence back.
Absolutely.
He knows he dropped it. Here, try again. And he made up for it in a big way.
Yes, sir.
Jack Silman, Xavier Johnson, back deep to receive, Nick Van Zandt's kickoff.
So Vikes in their kind of pre-kick huddle. Haven't seen what they're ever if they're gonna try to do anything out of this at some point. Obviously not right now, but
no.
Be curious later in the season what tricks Bishop has up his sleeve for this formation. As the jungle starts the "I believe that we will win" chant.
It's getting about that time here, and we see the Riverside faithful starting to leave, actually, if you look across the way.
Yeah.
Some of the student section have seen enough.
Yep.
Look like they're heading out, trying to beat the traffic. Van Zandt will kick it off. Long kick. That ball might be in the back of the end zone. And Johnson's going to catch it at the 2-yard line. Xavier Johnson, dangerous return man. Trying to get outside. Cuts it back. And he's going to get to about the 21-yard line before he's met by a swarm of Vikings. Stokes had him by the legs, and everybody else piled on top.
Yeah, they had 26 and 45 in the bottom of that. Some others. Yeah, he was trying to make something happen. He did a good job evading tackles, but
Johnson's got that combination of size and speed. You don't see it very often at the high school level here, but he just looks like a man amongst boys, especially when you get into with the defensive backs. He's just a big guy running the football, and he's very fast.
And they need to figure out how to utilize that a little more and get their offense moving here. So now
looks like a new quarterback on it. That's Will Butts is back in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap here. He's been playing receiver all night, but he's under center. Butts going to hand the ball off to Joey Weiss, and Weiss going to take it to the outside before he's run out of bounds at about the 30-yard line.
Interesting move bringing in Butts here. I'm wondering if he's just a bit more accurate passer, or
Butts
we'll see.
They had a trick play at the end of the first half last week where they reversed it to Butts, and he ended up throwing a Hail Mary. So maybe they're thinking, all right, maybe he's a better deep ball thrower than Dar. We're just speculating, but I mean, it's been the whole game, and the offense hasn't been able to get anything going. So maybe Coach Day trying to find a spark with Butts. Butts back to throw. Going deep. Looking for Kalis. Intercepted. Intercepted. Kalavokis down to the 15-yard line.
All right, beautiful play by Kalavokis there, just stepping in front.
Yep. So Butts' first pass doesn't go according to plan, and Loudon Valley with 7:10 remaining has the ball at the Riverside 15-yard line, and they can really put it away now.
Yeah, now I expect them to run it a lot, especially in this neighborhood. Just keep pounding. You're in field goal range.
Yep, there's no reason to rush.
Nope.
You can make Riverside use their timeouts and
Yep, kill a couple minutes and let Nick try a field goal or punch it in.
Cam Miller back in there at fullback. Corkery is in the backfield. And Smith will give it to Corkery. Corkery looking, he's going to be hit in the backfield by Will Butts, who just threw the interception.
Butts is going to be tired. This has been an impressive showing for the Vikes. I mean, they've really struggled the last couple of years. They've won a total of 4 games over the past 2 years. Now, admittedly, they had a ridiculously hard schedule, but for them to come out in only their second game and really lay the wood to Riverside here, I mean, 21-0. This is almost not quite a drubbing, but
No,
Riverside hasn't exactly shown a lot of life here.
No, they've been awfully impressive. And again, Riverside scored in the beginning of that game last week, so they haven't gotten anything going offensively all year so far. Toss back. Corkery makes a cut out to the 10-yard line before he's brought down by Sean Mundy, number 8.
Sorry about the camera work.
So it's about 3rd and 5. They get half the distance they need. They need to get to the 5-yard line for a first down. 6 minutes left here in Purcellville.
Tick, 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 tick.
If you're a Vikings fan, that clock can't tick quick enough.
Yeah,
if you're a Rams fan, you need to stop.
Yeah, they're feeling pretty comfortable with a 3-score lead.
Threatening again.
Yep.
2 receivers wide, Davis and Kalavokis to Smith's left, with Washko down to the bottom on the right. Smith gonna throw, looking for Washko, incomplete. Trying to throw a back shoulder throw there. Good coverage by C.J. Harris, who's had a good game in the secondary for the Rams. But nothing hurt there as you're in Van Dance field goal range. This will be a 27-yard field goal for the senior.
Yeah, so this is a confidence kick for Nick. He's missed 2 tonight. He lined up for an attempt last week, and the snap didn't get there, so he never had a shot. So he needs this one to get his confidence up. We know this kid can kick.
Logan Small, a quarterback. He's on to hold. He's a sophomore, number 36. 27-yarder for Van Zant. Hold is down. Kick is up, and that was blocked.
Yep.
And I think it was Charles King who got his hand on it.
Yeah, that definitely got blocked.
So Van Zant, 0 for 3 tonight. But because it's so late in the game, 5:26 left, Rams will get the ball at the 20-yard line. And even with a score, they're running out of time here.
Yeah, I don't know if it just took too long to develop or the snap count was too predictable, but Riverside definitely got in there and got a piece of that one. Nick had no chance to get that one up in the air.
Update from Falls Church. Falls Church 30-21 over Parkview. That is halfway through the 3rd quarter. So Parkview, in their first game in over a year after not having a team last year that competed at the varsity level, hanging around with Falls Church.
Yeah, it's good to see them putting up some points.
Absolutely.
Bad snap.
Bad snap.
Oh,
ball on the ground. Recovered.
Touchdown.
Gardner touchdown. And that should probably do it.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely the...
Gardner going to run it in from about 5 yards out. Butts couldn't handle the snap. He dove on it, got away. And the Vikings put an exclamation point on this evening's ball game.
That's definitely the death knell. Tommy Gardner with the recovery and score. So he'll get one to... He surpassed his brother in touchdowns now.
I don't think...
Of course, his brother played offense. So.
If you asked Tommy Gardner before the game, I don't know if Tommy would have told you he'd had a touchdown tonight. Or ever.
Probably not.
Van Zant, been perfect on extra points tonight. This one's down. That one is good. And it's 28-0 Loudon Valley. I don't know how many people outside of the Viking faithful expected a result like this tonight.
No, I don't think anybody was. I mean, they've played really close games the last couple of years. We fully expected that tonight. And Vikings, especially in the second half, have really just come out and kind of handed it to them.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's 3 scores. 3 scores this quarter? No, they scored the one in the third quarter. Very impressive showing for the Vikings tonight. Bodes well for the rest of their season that this is now their second 5A opponent in a row.
Absolutely.
And they're going to be 1-1. And obviously Woodrow was last year's state champion at 4A, so they're
update going to the fourth quarter. Well, a couple seconds into the fourth quarter, Millbrook has scored. They went for a 2-point conversion. They didn't score, so Millbrook has an 18-17 lead over Loudoun County out in Winchester. We'll try to give you updates as this game goes on, as the result of this game seems like it's pretty well in hand at this point.
Yeah, I would say so.
Van Zant back to kick. Selman and Johnson back to return for the Rams. And as we go through, I'm going to try to find you some more score updates here as they are coming available. Van Zant will kick. Johnson will catch it at the 5-yard line. Sorry, at the goal line. And Johnson goes to his right. Makes a cut. Cuts it back. Xavier Johnson. Wow, nice tackle there by 28. That is Matt Collier. Matt Collier might have saved a touchdown there. .5:10 left here in the ball game as Riverside trots out for another possession. Not the result that the Ram faithful or the Ram team were expecting tonight, but maybe they can find something to build on here as they head into their game next week. Butts is back there at quarterback. It looks like he's got Perla in the backfield with him. Butts going to throw, and it's caught by Selman at the 42-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Rams. First down Rams, 42-yard line here with the clock ticking, 4:53 left in the ball game. Butts at quarterback, going to be back to throw, looking to his right, throws, and it is caught by Jack Selman again. Selman makes a man miss. Selman down the sideline. He might be gone. Jack Selman, one man to beat, and he beat him. Touchdown, Riverside. 58 yards for Will Butts to Jack Selman. As Selman had to make a couple nifty moves. I had one man to beat, and he was able to do it. So Riverside finally, 4:35 left in the game, finally on the board here.
Yeah, and that's what I kept expecting them to do. I mean, you get good athletes in space, and they just make people miss.
Yep,
but they hadn't really been able to do that until now.
Selman, a great athlete. So that's going to bring on the PAT unit. Number 21 is Zach Bowers. We haven't seen him tonight other than the kickoff to start the game because they haven't scored. Bowers' kick is good. And
Zach Bowers, PAT is good.
That's going to make
Riverside still hasn't been inside the red zone.
Yeah, they really, well, you're right. So that's going to make it a 28-7 score with 4:35 left here in the fourth quarter, and I would expect that you see an onside kick here coming from Riverside.
Yeah, I would expect that. So Valley hopefully will have their hands team up front and bring everybody up.
Yeah, Valley may, depending on how much they practice this, I'm not sure. I haven't been at their practices, but they might, maybe take a timeout and just go over a couple things because you got 3 timeouts.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Just to make sure that everybody's on the same page. The last thing you want to do is let the Rams get the ball back.
Yes.
They just scored right there quickly, so.
Exactly. And you see Coach Edwin Shipp out there admonishing his players, trying to make sure they know what's going on.
On the Riverside side, same deal. They're telling them, listen, here's how we're going to execute it. Probably telling Zach Bowers where to kick it. And hands team out there. Let's see who they've got. They got
That's
Sage
not really
and
the hands
Kim.
team. That's the defensive team.
They've got 2 guys back. That's Hessler and Stokes are back, but I can't imagine that Riverside's
Yeah.
going to kick it deep. Unless,
Well, they've brought the second line up,
yep.
which makes sense.
If Riverside kicks deep here, they are conceding this game.
Well, for my money, I'm kicking it at Cooper Tennell. He's
Yes.
a big target. He
got
plays
a-
defensive line, so he probably doesn't have the greatest hands.
And the other one's out there, 35. I'm not even going to try to say 35's name. I picked the wrong number there.
35 is, I don't know who 35 is. That's the problem. They're wearing their gold jerseys, so sometimes they run out of uniforms and change numbers. Oh, we got a pronunciation issue.
Onside kick, and look like it's going to be 35. Actually recovered that kick. So
John Bakagalupi. Bakagalupi.
Bakagalupi
is what
yeah,
we're going
I
with.
picked the wrong number to try to pronounce there. Penalty on the play. Looks like it might have been a false start on Riverside where they got their line running before. We'll see.
So they won't be able to decline that one, unfortunately. That's like a false
Unless
start.
it was on Loudon Valley. It's possible it was on the
No, he
Valley.
already signaled it was on Riverside.
Oh, they're going to get a re-kick here. Let's see. False start. Yeah, they probably had a
So
guy
why aren't they
moving.
moving him back? Yeah.
So they're going to back him up 5 yards.
The kicker was putting it on the tee like, I'm just going to kick it from here again.
Yeah, the Valley's got to scoop their guys up to correspond with it.
So John Bakagalupi on that recovery,
Bakagalupi.
and we're hoping that's how you pronounce his name. If
Name of
not,
the day.
apologies to his, to him and his family.
If John's family's listening, we apologize.
And if we got it right, we'll pat ourselves
You're
on the
welcome.
back.
You're
That's
welcome.
right.
So Bowers again. Looks like they're going to set up for an onside kick again. And there's a squib. They
That's a
kick.
nice
No,
kick.
what a play.
That was a nice kick, though. That's what
Nice
you want.
kick and a nice fielding like a ground ball to shortstop.
Yep.
28.
Well, they took
Matt
took my
Collier.
advice. They kicked it off of Cooper Tennell.
Matt Collier came up with it.
Hey. All right. Well, since we're calling Matt Collier's name, we'll give a shout out to his dad, who is up above us right now. He films all these games for the Vikings. So
Matt Collier looks like he needs to go try out with Coach Todd and play some baseball after he fielded that. Looked like a solid infielder.
yeah, that was a good little play there. Not
Absolutely.
easy on that ball.
New quarterback in. That's Trevor McClelland, the senior, who we mentioned earlier broke his collarbone last year, but he's in at quarterback now. First down for the Vikings. Ball's going to be handoff. First carry of the night for number 21.
Probably 26, 21.
21. That is Blake Moore.
Oh, that's right. Blake's 21 in this.
Blake Moore, a
So Blake's-
sophomore, he gets his first carry of the evening.
Yeah, Blake's a sophomore that played a little bit last year, particularly in the county game. He had a few carries as a freshman. He's got a lot of speed. Just, needs to bulk up a little, as
Yes.
most sophomores do.
Listed as 170 pounds, 6 foot tall sophomore. The Vikings in no rush. Under 4 minutes ago, McClelland in there has some experience in the quarterback position, so he's not stressing at all.
Well, it's a low-stress situation, too.
Absolutely.
Especially when you just
Oh, man. Moore blown up. Joey Weiss
me a
came in
replay?
there. Wow.
Awesome. Owen Gottimer over there running the replays. Look like 72 on the hit.
Joey Weiss.
Joey
Weiss might be frustrated with how the offense has been playing tonight, but he has had a stellar game defensively.
Yeah, and their
Good grief.
defense, honestly, has not been bad. I mean, they got probably one play at the beginning, but, I mean, they've been on the field a lot, and they've really held them to 3 scores. I mean, you can't count the defensive touchdown against them, obviously.
Yes. Third down. McClellan in the gun. He's got Moore on his left hip. 2 receivers down at the bottom of your screen to McClellan's right. They're going to throw. McClellan rolls right, looking, throws, and it's caught. That's Washko. Now Washko's out to the 50-yard line.
That was a pretty nice throw. I mean, that was a fairly tight window, and he zipped it in there, and Washko came down with it.
And Coach Bishop going to bring his punt unit out because we're now under 2:45 to go. Van Zant going to come on and try to pin Riverside deep here. McClellan completes his first pass of the season. They'll bring in Corkery to be the protector, and Blake Moore. And I got to call a
little
timeout,
bit
I
of
believe.
confusion.
Here
Yeah,
comes
they're gonna
Trevor
need to.
McClellan.
They need to call timeout here.
Somebody's got to get over
Come
there.
on, guys.
You got some guys don't know
You
where
got
they're
3
going.
left. Not quite sure what we're doing here, but
Van Zant
we
will
got it
punt.
off.
Good kick. Selman didn't fair catch. He's at the 18, and he's going to get out to about the 21 before he's hit. Matt Hessler's in there. Blake Moore's in there.
Yeah, he was trying to make something happen and didn't fair catch. kind of got lucky because the defender really could have laid him out.
Right.
21-yard line where the Rams will have it.
Rico Arreziaga, also in there, number 75, playing special teams.
Way to go, Rico.
So Riverside's going to get it right outside their own 20-yard line here with 2:06 left.
Riverside
Again,
with all
we'll
their timeouts, but not really in a hurry.
You're running out of time if
Yeah.
you're the Rams. See if we
You
can get you
need-
some updates here.
Looking for
Jimmy-
another play like last drive.
Jimmy Kibble, sophomore kicker at Loudoun County, just converted on a 36-yard field goal. And Loudoun County has a 27-18 lead now over Millbrook. Butts back to pass, looking. He's going to throw, and it's going to be caught. That's Selman again. I'm sorry. That's Nick Kalis, number 15, on the reception. He had a couple catches early in the game and hasn't really been thrown to since.
Looked like 31 on the tackle there.
31, Blizzard.
6-yard line.
Austin Blizzard
Austin
on the
Blizzard.
tackle.
5, second and 5.
And I want to say Valley called a
Yeah, Valley
timeout.
called
They
a
did
timeout.
give it to him because Tommy Gardner was trying to sprint off the field, almost ran into the cheerleaders there.
He had some good wheels going there,
Absolutely.
though. Tommy with some speed.
So that's going to call a timeout. 1:45 left here in the fourth quarter. Valley takes their first time out of the half.
And we'll just read off our sponsors once again, even
Yes.
though you can see them on your screen. We'll just go through them one more time. So we have First Team Sports. That's www.firstteamsports.com, first with a 1. Velocity Wings, and we just talked about Ed Nelson showing the game over there at Velocity. Valley Energy at valleyenergy.org. Mannix HVAC. If a problem occurs with your heating, don't panic, call Mannix. Bill and I love to say that one. Lydia Clark Realty. The Percival Pub, who's having 80s and 90s night tonight and showing our game. Loudoun Valley Floors, our new, well, hopefully new sponsor. We put her on here. Kathy Hessler Homes is looking to become our next sponsor. And then, of course, Loco Sports, we're partnering with tonight, and Voice Sports.
Butts in the shotgun will take it, looking to his right, going to the side, and
Ooh,
Blizzard almost
almost
picked it
picked.
off. That was Nick Coyne. I'm sorry, Kyle Coyne, who kind of played defense there for the Rams. He prevented Blizzard from coming out with the ball.
Yeah, Blizzard had a beat on that one, just couldn't quite
And you're taught
get
as,
to it in time.
You're taught as a receiver, if you're not going to catch it, make sure the other guy doesn't catch it.
Yeah,
An incomplete
exactly.
pass, much better than a interception.
And the Vikings are doing it again. That late defensive line substitution. You see Cooper Tennell sprinting off the field.
Butts looking, throwing across the middle, caught by Selman. Selman down to the 35-yard line where he's met. 36-yard line. They'll give him forward progress.
Like
Blizzard, they're pulling Blizzard
yeah.
out the bottom there. So Austin
Yeah.
Blizzard again.
I think Blizzard might have not been happy about something there because Gardner really pulled him off quickly. Like, don't mess with this.
Clock stopped at 1:32 while the chain gang moves. Clock will start now on the referee's signal. Butts looking to his right, throws, and it is caught. That is Kyle Coyne, number 81.
Well, the Vikes are going to give that up all night. You got
Yes.
7-yard gains and only a minute and a half left.
Out to the 39-yard line, gain of about 3.
Pushed out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
3, I meant 5.
It'll be
I'll tell you this, first time in the booth, I'm having a bad time judging these,
That's quite all
these
right.
down and distance.
Quite all right. Butts is doing pretty well here. He's got a bit of an odd throwing motion,
He
but
does.
he seems to be completing his passes.
But he's been more
Very
accurate,
consistent.
it appears, than Dar.
Definitely.
Dar might give you an athleticism factor, but Will Butts has been, other than the pick he threw his first throw, he's looked good back there. Butts back, looking, running, throws. That's a late hit, I
Wow.
appear, and it is. It's caught.
There's your flag.
That's a late hit on, that's Weller.
Number 40 is Trent Weller, yeah.
Trent Weller.
Yeah.
So,
reception brought
That
down
was
the board.
Go ahead.
Will Butts took a lick. So DeBoard makes his first catch of the night. Number-
against Loudoun Valley for roughing the quarterback.
Yeah, that's just an unnecessary
Sorry,
penalty.
Timmy DeBerg.
It'll tack 15 yards on.
Tack
That was a
15,
nice.
so down to the 45. It'll be at the 30-yard line now.
No, and that was a nice pass. I mean, he was scrambling the wrong way, just threaded the needle in there.
Absolutely.
Beautiful pass.
First and 10.
Saw that coming. He didn't want to stop, and he had an open shot at the quarterback, and he took it.
Yeah, he did.
Cost him 15 yards, though.
Yep. Well, this is a good time to learn that lesson.
Absolutely.
I'm sure he will get spoken to.
I'm
after the
sure.
game.
I'm sure Coach Bishop's not thrilled about that one, but
Yeah.
minute 11 left here, and Riverside's got to get going here. Score's out of reach. Let's see if they can add another touchdown here on at the end. Butts looking to his left, gonna throw it up, and it's incomplete. Ended up hitting the official in the leg, actually, as Gardner provided the pressure along with 42. Dayton Fairchild.
That's Dayton Fairchild, yeah. Also the long snapper, Mr. Fairchild. And I'm proud to say, wearing my son's old number. Had 2 kids that came through here. Number 11 graduated 2 years ago, and Zach was 42, graduated last year. He's up at the University of Pittsburgh. In fact, his older brother, Quentin, is playing in his first game of the season up in Allentown, Pennsylvania at a D3 school called Muhlenberg.
Very cool.
So there you go. Family shout out.
There you go. Second down, 1 minute exactly on the clock left here. Butt's going to throw. He's looking, going to go towards the end zone, and Antoine Stokes made a great play defensively there. It's a good throw.
Can you replay that, Owen?
Looking for Kyle Coyne. But Antoine Stokes, the senior, made a great play defensively. We've seen a lot of great plays by the DBs tonight.
Yeah, they really have played well. But the nice thing was Coyne stuck with it. I mean, he had a chance to catch it after Stokes knocked it away, and he almost came down with it anyway.
And if we get a look on the sideline here, the linemen are plotting something down here at the water cooler. We look down at about the 40 here for the Vikings. It looked like they're going to plot here. As this would be.
I'm seeing the.
It is. We get a view on that. Yep, 71. Yep.
The lids are coming off.
Coach Bishop's first win as the Vikings head coach.
They're plotting. Here they come.
Third down. Butts looking. Going to throw, and it's caught by Coyne at the 23-yard line.
The Gatorade now.
You got to be quiet about it.
Take the lid off, though.
No, they're going to get it over to the next bench,
they're
probably.
They're sneaking now.
Guys, you got to plan it right. Let's see. Now they're going to set it down. Butts looking, throws, incomplete. Looking for Coyne. That should be the final. 31 seconds left.
Yeah, and that was 4th down. So Vikes will get the ball here.
The most excitement right now is, does Coach Bishop get his Gatorade shower?
The Gatorade watch is on.
Might need to save this as a replay also.
We will, but it's not. We can't do it yet.
No.
Owen's ready. He's got the replay fingers going. Come on, boys.
Let's see. So who we got? Washko's back there.
So I'm
Calavocus is back there.
Formation as the seniors line up.
Kutrara's back there. Now they got to go on the field. Oh, no. Now they've
banned
banded.
Cooper going in? We're on offense.
Let's see if anybody picked up the slack here.
The Gatorade watch is off.
Yeah, now they're plotting again. Let's see.
Yeah.
In at quarterback, that is.
What do we got going on here?
McClellan's
I'm seeing some linemen out of wide receiver, it looks like.
There we go. Calavocus is still over there along with Avery Nance.
The victory formation.
Avery Nance with a club on his hand.
Presuming that
that should be the final play. Riverside doesn't appear that they want to run another play. They're lining up in midfield.
Well, as long as Riverside doesn't take a timeout, that'll do it.
And they will not. They shouldn't. Let's see if they can get Coach Bishop here. And here we go.
Avery
Nance and
all right, the Gatorade watch.
Calavocus. Water's a little heavy, boys.
Why do you get the guy with the cast on his hand?
Here we go.
And there it is.
Another one. Lineman came with another. That's the final score.
Way to go. Go ahead.
Your final from Purcellville tonight. And a very exciting game. Loudoun Valley Vikings pick up their first win of the season with a 28-7 win over the Rams. Both teams go to 1-1. Valley earns their first win of the season. Riverside suffers their first loss of the season.
So yeah, pretty exciting matchup here tonight. And thanks for watching our first game of the week in partnership with Loco Sports. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage of tonight's game. The replay and highlights will be up on the statstream.biz website probably about an hour or so after the game. The full game will be up there. Replays will take me a little bit longer. Just hit the on-demand button. For my partner Nolan Potts, and this is Rod Ogren for StatStream, signing off. Thank you all for watching. Good night.